Mm-mm. I'm good. What's going on, y'all? Did I just go live? I don't think I'm live. Oh, I am live. There we go. All right, cool. What's up, y'all? I was about to end the stream because I thought that I wasn't live, but I just had hit the wrong thing. What up, friends? Your car is in the building. I see my dog, Kojak. Well, you know, I always got love for Kojak. Emperor Dub, Junior Largy, Quentin. Dennis Burley interviewed the lady that was allegedly with KS when he died. Really interesting. Shout out to Dennis Sperling. Hamlock report, Bag Chasers is on the move. Distinguished gentleman is in the building. Crown. While we have the time, make sure you hit the like button. Facts. Hit the like button. Loso Way. Poppy Weasel. Diddy is over at Ja Rule House eating bonbons, says Empire Foundation. Mrs. K. What up, Miss K? Tech Noob is in the building. Maintain that focus. Diddy is cooked. I don't believe so. I'm gonna give my authentic thoughts now that we on after hours about Diddy, and I'll get to that. What up, Sid? Got something to say? I'm waiting on Sid. Got something to say one day to call in. Brandy says she can't believe she's still up. Oh, you didn't know that we don't sleep over here? Crown, Antonio Watkins, Game Boy Tommy, Loso Way, Anon. What up? What up, Mrs. KP? Michael Anderson. Messi is in the building. What up, Messi? Woke says, what up, Ant? Chris Mayberry. Antonio Watkins. Sean Jordan. Anike Budgets. What up, Anike? Let me see what you. All right, I like that look. You got that innocence look. Wendell. D Knight. LS. Daniel Berry Sports Highlights. What up, friends? What up? Young Hove says Hove is here. Solutions Trucking Channel. Everybody. What up? What up? What up? What up? What up, friends? I don't believe that Diddy is done. Call me naive, and I absolutely, positively could be wrong, without a doubt. I absolutely, positively could be done. I mean, could be wrong. I have no. What's the word that I'm looking for? Let me duplicate this. Now, did I put the link in the chat? Hey, somebody tell me if I put the link in the chat for y'all to be able to call into the show tonight. Make sure I put the link in the chat. I could check. Let me double check. Let me stop being lazy. When I jump on after hours, a lot of times I just like to cook. I don't want to be working. Okay, it's up there. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all. Somebody said Diddy looked pretty worried. Y'all get on my nerve about this Diddy stuff. Read the lawsuit. A lawsuit is nothing more than an accusation. It doesn't prove guilt or innocence. A lawsuit is also civil. It's not criminal. Let me say that again. Anybody can say anything in a lawsuit. Andrew, JM is in the building. I can't wait to get started with this live stream. If Puff beat this, his new name is Teflon Puff. What is there to beat? There are no charges that has been filed against him. What is there to beat? Feds have a 97, somebody said Feds have a 97%, hold on. Feds have a 97% success rate in convictions, but there are no charges. Number one. Y'all want people to go to jail so bad. I hate the black community. I do. I hate the culture. Maybe not the community, but the culture. I genuinely hate the culture, right? Because they can't wait for you to fail. All of these fair weather friends that he had, all of the people that was supposedly down with him, all of the people that wanted to get invited to the parties, now all of a sudden ain't nobody been to a party. That's fake as hell. That's so fake. That no, unless you say the neighbors has been speaking out. If you actually look at the videos that's on social media, they have jumped into the comments and said that they were trolling. The neighbors jumped into the comments of the videos that y'all saying that they speaking out about. And they're literally, if you click on their profile, it's the exact same guy that was driving past in that little old Bentley, and they were trolling. They said that they was trolling. And this is why you can't believe everything that you hear. We take sound bites without doing no research, and we automatically believe that it's true. I'm gonna get to the whole Diddy's thing in a minute. But let me say this, bro. We want so bad for people to fall. Everybody was riding with him when they was rolling with him. Everybody wanted to go to the party. Everybody was a part of his parties. His parties was legendary and all of that. And now when you speak to everybody, don't nobody know nothing. Oh man, I was always leaving early. You lie. You liar. You liar. You was not leaving early. That's cap. Everybody was rocking with him. Everybody couldn't wait to go to a party. Everybody was doing everything that they wanted to do and all of that. But now all of a sudden, people taking sound bites without any charges. Now, if he gets charges, then we'll go through and we'll evaluate it based off of whatever case, because I'm sure that the federal government would love to be able to make an example out of him and broadcast the case in order to make sure that they convict him. But the reality is that the reality is that there has been no charges that has been filed, and people want to see you fall so bad. Y'all, listen, the community is fake. They so fake, bro. They so fake. If one thing is for sure, because let me tell you something. The one thing that I will never do, and this is the thing that they actually criticized me for on the internet previously. Pretty Boy 79 says, I think Diddy found his fake friends. Yo, the one thing that I'm never going to do, is I'm never going to turn on people just for the court of public opinion. Do y'all know that that's the thing that they wanted to get at me for last summer? Last summer, it was a big brouhaha. And everybody wanted it. Man, listen, all of those people that was talking stuff, 98% of them don't even exist anymore. And if they do, they platforms is completely irrelevant. 98% of the people that was coming at me last summer and everybody had picked a side, I was right. I was 100% right. And the one thing that you cannot say, listen, you could say that you think that I'm wrong. You could say that you think that I got a difference of opinion. You could say that you stand differently as far as where you are on a political spectrum. You could say you could stand differently when it comes to how it is that I see marriage. You could say that you don't agree with me when it comes to relationships. You could say a lot of things. The one thing that you can't say, is that I'm not loyal. And if I actually rock with you, then I will never throw you under the bus publicly. Now, the conversations that we are willing to have privately, that's a completely different conversation. But I will never, ever, for somebody that I call a friend or somebody that I have a relationship with, I am never going to publicly throw you under the bus or automatically convict you in the court of public opinion just because it's popular to do so at that particular time. I can't stand fair weather friends. I can't stand fair weather fans. I can't stand people that'll turn on you on the drop of a dime just because they want to see you fall or they want to go over there and they want to have a conversation with you. Listen, I'm going to persevere. I'm going to endure. I'm going to continue to get to the bag. I'm going to continue to win. And I always, people just switch on you so fast. Have y'all ever thought for 1 second, right, that y'all are the ones that's being played when it comes to this whole Diddy conversation? And I'm going to get to it. I'm going to play the videos and I'm going to get into it and I'm going to go into the Mace thing and everything like that. Shout out to Marcella O. Marcella O came through with the fireball and said, what up, Ton Dog? I appreciate you, Marcella. Sugar Free Arrested came through and said, shout out to you. And then Andrew JM says, if Puff beat this, his new name is Teflon Puff. Have y'all ever thought for 1 second, and let me get into my conspiracy bag before I really get into this Puff conversation. Have y'all ever thought for 1 second that this thing is could quite possibly be much bigger than Puff? If I'm Puff enemy, right? Let's say, for example, look, let's think about it, Eric. Think about it, Eric. Think about it for 1 second. Before we all just automatically convict somebody in a court of public opinion because we don't necessarily like them or we don't like the contracts that he was giving to his artists, let's think about this for a second. Let's just consider that you guys are being pawns, right? And I thought about this, and I've been thinking about it over the weekend, and I've been thinking about it for the last couple of days about a lot of different situations. And if I'm Puff's enemy, let's say I'm Diageo, right? Because none of us know who these mythical people are from the liquor company, for example. The ones that he went on a public battle with and a tirade with and saying that, yo, I want equity into the brand and I feel like y'all doing me wrong. And then he started filing a public lawsuit. If I want that type of thing to go away, right? And I want to make this guy fold because nobody know who is Diageo, nobody know who these owners are, right? If I want to get at you and I want to destroy you, right? What's the best way for me to be able to take you down? What's the best way for me to be able to take you down? The first thing that I have to do is get the public on my side because I know that your brand and your ability to be able to add value to me and make money for yourself is based off of what? Your public perception, your ability to market. If I remove your ability to market from you, if I can kill your name, then I don't even have to worry about you. Everything that you have as far as fighting me goes away. I don't have to fight you directly. I'm going to fight you indirectly. So if I want to take you down, regardless of how I feel about you, right? And regardless of how I feel about Diddy himself, because again, listen, I think that some things are much bigger than what's being presented to us from an optics perspective. They didn't really even do nothing over in the LA home. They didn't even get nothing out of there. If you look at the news reports and you start to look at this stuff, and you start to really look at this stuff, right? You really start to pay attention and you like, wait a minute, that was just all for show. They brought the cameras out. They made a big spectacle. They made a big brouhaha. If you don't think that they already know where Puff is and they know where, listen, it's plane trackers for every single celebrity. There's literally people that have created apps that allow for us to track Elon Musk. If you don't think that they already know where this guy is before he gets there, if you don't think that it was important for them to make a spectacle, so they had to pull up on him and make a big spectacle when he was getting on his plane in order to get his devices, come on, man. Wake the fuck up, y'all. If you think that if I want to get at somebody, and let's say I'm a big brand or something like that, let's just say hypothetically Diageo, and this guy is going on this whole rant tour and he's going on all of the biggest platforms and he's engaging the people and he's messing up our bottom line and he's fucking up the money and he also wants to have these large lawsuits and he's promoting his own brand and it's a possibility that he can break off and take off a bunch of our business and we got Ciroc and all of this stuff. How do I get at this guy? How do I get him? How do I destroy him? How do I make him bleed? How do I make this whole thing go away? And nobody is talking about Diageo anymore. Nobody is having a conversation about this stuff anymore. How do I make that guy suffer? How do I break him? How do I silence him? How do I prevent him from because the power of life and death, contrary to popular belief, is not whether you kill me, because if you kill me at the height of my greatness, you make me a martyr. If you kill me and you destroy me at the height of my greatness, you make me a martyr. My name lives on. Nipsey Hussle, Young Dolph. When people see Yo Gotti, all you see inside of the comments for every single video is dolphins. You make them a martyr. You make them grateful. You make them greater. Listen, remove how the fuck you think about how he's operating from a sexual perspective from your narrative, because I'm trying to tell you, listen, most of you motherfuckers inside of this chat is nasty. You not doing nothing any different. Listen, if I go and look at your Pornhub or your search history, your shit that you watching is just the same as what he was living. You probably would do the same thing. I don't give a fuck about that. That ain't got nothing to do with what we talking about. I'm talking about warfare. What is warfare? If I want to get at somebody and I want to make them suffer and I want to make them go away, or I want to make this lawsuit go away, or I want to get my bottom line back, because it always comes back to The money. That's why it's called the Millionaire Morning Show when I do it on the morning time. It always comes back to the bread. If I want to make somebody bleed, if I want to silence them, I can do it with the power of the tongue through you. Through you. All I got to do is throw you a bone. And now listen, crack it open. Vamos. You no longer have no power. You don't have the ability to borrow another dollar. You don't have the ability to be able to market a brand. Your businesses is now, listen, either go the fuck away and die with dignity, live the rest of your days out at 54 years old and going on with dignity, or suffer the consequences. And the quickest way for me to kill your name is to get the very people that support you to turn against you. The quickest way for me to destroy you is to destroy your reputation. Y'all haven't caught the play? I don't think that this is as simple as what it is that they presenting on the news and the optics. I believe that this is something much bigger, much greater. And the first thing that people do is the people that's closest to you, your friends, they distance themselves away from you because they got skeletons in their closet that they don't want to get out. Even if it may not necessarily be illegal, a lot of the way in which they make their money is based off of their brand, is based off of their marketing. That's why they call them influencers. And we just continue to fall for the okie doke. At the very least, look at everything and wait for evidence. Wait for them to actually present a case. Wait for them to go about doing things a certain type of way. And then we can start to mine through it and figure out whether or not it's the truth. One of the things that I'm criticizing the people, when you start to look at this whole Trump thing and you see the conspiracy that's going along, if you don't think that, listen, you really think they give a fuck about what Trump is doing with his businesses? You really think Letitia James over in New York is losing sleep over whether or not Trump valued his businesses correctly? You think that that's what they really doing it for? You think that the Atlanta mayor and Fani Willis made a trip over to the White House, which is public information. We can all go and look at it and see that they met at the White House for 5 hours. The district attorney for Fulton County just so happened to be able to get a meeting and an invite over to the White House with the Vice President of the United States right before they filed these charges. Fuck whether he's guilty or not. Let's look at the intention and what it is that's behind it. Because anybody can have something that's levied against them that then can say, oh, okay, well, listen, you know what? He conspired. If you don't think that the shit that's going on behind the scenes is a much bigger picture and all you believe is based off of what it is that they selling you from a news perspective, man, don't you understand that they get... 1 + 1 don't even have to equal 2 for y'all. All you got to do is believe it. All they got to do is put out a press release. CNN didn't fucking pick it up. MSNBC didn't pick it up. ABC didn't pick it up. CNBC didn't pick it up. Fox News only talked about it for a teeny bit and they shut the fuck up. Nobody is holding Cam accountable. You don't see no Senate hearings. You don't see the Congress pulling her up and saying, hey, did you actually meet with this person? She didn't even give a statement. It was representatives in the White House that said it. And I'm supposed to just by default, not even question it, just say, oh man, Diddy is cooked. Myron did, listen, Fresh and Fitz, Myron did a live stream saying that man, what? Really? This is what we talking about? So all I got to do is do this in front of your face and you automatically believe it. Evidence don't matter. Guilty until proven innocent. Even if they filed a lawsuit and he settles, because somebody said, well, the feds, first of all, there ain't no charge. Secondly, the context behind it is most people take a plea deal. Like most people plead guilty. The conviction rate is based off of the idea that very few people actually take it to trial and have the resources to be able to defend themselves against the federal fucking government. Who can really compete against the federal fucking government? What makes you think that anybody got enough resources to compete against somebody that's using your tax dollars to make sure that they go after them? I fucking plead guilty too if the feds came after me. Don't nobody got enough money to compete against the federal fucking government. Nobody. The conviction rate, of course, is going to be over 97%. What do you think you're going to do? Drain the federal government of resources from being able to come after you and convict you? What? You sound stupid. It's not all based off of what it is that you see. Look, you know damn well Diddy is guilty. What is he guilty of? What's the charge that you're saying that he's guilty of? What's the charge that you're saying that he's guilty of? I don't wish jail on no man unless they do it, unless they're proven beyond a reasonable doubt that they are guilty of what? What are you saying he's guilty of? Y'all want a nigga to fall so bad. Y'all want some people to fail for so bad. Somebody say, this is why I'm not emotional, I'm passionate. When I speak with passion. I don't have a dog in a fight, so it's nothing for me to be emotional about. Well, why wouldn't I speak with passion on something that I really believe in? Because this is the platform that I've created for me to be able to have these uncomfortable conversations that I don't have on the Millionaire Morning Show. All I'm saying is think. It may be. I'm not saying that it is, but it's a possibility that it may be much deeper than what we just looking at it from an optics perspective. And now that we can leverage social media, I can kill you in a court of public opinion before I ever even file a charge on you. You already guilty, fam. It's so many people. Listen, Tory Lanez was guilty before they ever even filed the charge against him. He was already guilty. What the fuck is he guilty of? That's all I'm asking. If it's no longer innocent until proven guilty, then we also gonna lean into believe all women. Listen, cool, Ryan James. For every guy that a woman automatically files a lawsuit against, we gonna just say we believe it. And if it's 75 pages or more, you fucking guilty. Guilty, nigga. Y'all such hypocrites. The only time that it don't work is if it's for somebody that you like. The only time that you upset is if it's for somebody that you like. Men are so weak because they only rock out. They only rock out when it starts to touch them. Then they want to, that's why they call y'all fucking incels. Because then you get pissed because nobody is listening to you. But that's because you wasn't listening when you realized, or when we had the opportunity to really start to question and figure out whether or not it was the truth or not when it applied to other people. Because what you don't understand is that it could be anybody. It could happen to anybody. Anybody, any one of us could be thrown under the bus based off of what somebody accuses us of. We don't even have to be innocent. We don't have to be guilty. We don't have to be anything. None of it matters. The only thing that matters is what people think. I fucking hate these guys that's so weak, that's so easy. Man, listen, you're not even a man if you don't question whether or not something is right or wrong. You're not a man if you don't question it. At the very least, look at every single thing and question it. Everything. Question everything, bro. It don't matter. Y'all will never, y'all want so bad for niggas to fall anyway. You celebrate. You celebrate when people fall. You celebrate when people fall. Shit is weird, bro. Shit is weird. It's insane. Crazy. Carlton, they don't care about that part. They don't care about that part. The only thing that they care about, listen, if you start to stand on principle, not the person, if you stand on principle, then they automatically call you a defender or an apologist. This ain't about Diddy, you dumb motherfuckers. It's about the idea that any man can be accused of something and then get convicted in the court of public opinion. Do you realize that shit don't work with women? It only work with powerful men? They do. They just follow the crowd and try to fit in. Half of these niggas probably got their girl sitting next to them telling them what to believe and not. That's why half of you motherfuckers that call into the show, and I'm going to open up the lines. The lines is open right now. Anybody can call in and get their thoughts off. Anybody can call in and get their thoughts off before I decide to go into these stories. Um, let's see what y'all got to say out here in these streets. Hold on. Let me get myself a thing. Give me a second. I'm just, yo, these dudes are so weird to me, man. They are genuinely weird to me. Somebody says something about me, I wonder if they would just automatically believe it. What's going on, MKD? Are you there? MKD, are you there? MKD. MKD going once. MKD going twice. MKD, I gotta let you go. Anybody can call in at any point and get their thoughts off, but you know, I am always disappointed when people just by default believe every single thing that they read instead of at the very least letting the federal government do their due diligence for whether or not it's true or not. You know, I be seeing people saying all kind of crazy shit, bro. All kind of crazy stuff, man. So let me play some of these videos and then we can go from there. Look, whatever Diddy said, he did that shit. Get off of my stream. I should start blocking you niggas. I hate you. I hate y'all sometimes. What's up, MKD? What's happening?
Man, many blessings, man. How you doing, sir?
What up, big dog? I love the beard, man.
Man, thank you, man. I appreciate your content, man.
I
I
appreciate you too,
appreciate
big
how you
dog.
just keep. I appreciate how you just keep it real, how you feel. You know, if you feel this type of way, and keep it logical. And I've been watching your shit for a while, especially when I'm at work and shit. Collecting these checks.
I
What's been going
appreciate you,
on?
man. What do you do? What do you do? Your beard looking
I
sick, bro.
Man, thank you, bro. No, I do security and shit.
That's what's up.
I
Where you
work
from?
here and there in Vegas.
Oh, okay. You in
South
Vegas?
Central LA.
Okay, LA.
Yeah, I reside in Vegas.
Oh, LA, you can make a lot of money over there, big dog.
Oh man. Right now I got two properties. I'm trying to get two more so I can chill out more. I'm 40 plus, taking
That's
my
what's up.
vacations.
It get
Doing
life
my
get better. It
things.
get easier once you get above 40. To be honest with you, bro.
Oh yeah, man. You know where you want to be.
Yeah,
You at where you at. You know yourself, and you at peace with life in general. You ain't letting nobody hold you back, hold you down. You
yeah.
know. So,
That's
what you
what's up.
been talking about so far?
I just been
I,
giving
I
my
think you've
thoughts
been
on
talking
this
about a
whole
little bit of
Diddy
everything.
situation. Yeah, right now tonight I just started off with the Diddy situation because I ain't really got into it yet. I was just giving my thoughts on the possibility that I think that it could be more than just. Um, I just don't by default believe that everything that they present to me on the news. I think it might be a deeper situation than that.
Well, I'm a man with a whole lot of common sense. If there's a trail of him been doing these things for 20 years plus, you know,
What has he done?
you could say people that's been around him accusing him of being a party man,
Where's the crime in
accusing
that?
him. There's no crime in that. I'm just saying, he's. I don't know what you've been talking about, but they've been, I know about. They've been talking about his character, as him as an individual, how his artist never makes it. Well, they make it, but they don't reap the benefits of what they done in life. So stuff like that. Him, you know, being accused by multiple people of doing what he's doing. So you know, I can't say all of them are lying.
I
Like
can.
back to back,
I
huh?
can. I can.
You you could call them liars.
Absolutely. 100%.
Okay, so tell me why you could call them liars.
Because there's money
Because
involved.
everybody is
And
is
anytime that
more than is more than not 10 people. It's 20 people accusing him of who he is as a
it's
person and,
five
and how they
lawsuits.
dealt business with him.
It was
Huh?
five lawsuits. That's number one. And the business side
Okay.
of it has nothing to do with the lawsuits. The lawsuits is a money grab. The business side of it, as far as the contracts, is something that people signed, and they cannot sit there and complain about something that they signed, and they signed the contract. So I'm trying to
You're
understand,
right about that.
just because you upset about it, don't mean that I have to substantiate or I have to justify how you feel.
Yeah, it's always been bad for business in the beginning, starting new business with somebody and you ain't reading them down contracts. But let's be for real. A lot of these people that they signed business with, music industry, a lot of them came from the hood.
So,
A lot of them not knowing stuff.
so
And you take, mm, you know,
whose fault is that?
uh, it's all about good business and bad business.
No, 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 no. Whose fault
So
is that? Whose
just
fault?
because, yes, it's there. I'm not giving no excuses, but brothers, we are always thinking that we gonna help each other, and we go by people's words, and people's words ain't so accurate. Um, you know, yes, you should know how to read something, but hey, people ain't highly educated. We're not
Whose fault is
from
that?
the hood.
Is that Diddy's fault?
It's not. It's not Diddy's fault, but how can I say you my brother? He's always talking about brother love, brother love. I got you on a contract. We going to make plenty of money, but don't worry about it. And then we go with trust. And then we learn from making the mistake of trusting somebody, and really they not for us. They're against us, and they're all about the money. So
You know,
I
I
can't
don't
I
believe in
can't
running. I don't believe in running in the Victim Olympics. I just don't.
yeah, of course. You can't run a victim, but when you're learning something and nobody's not teaching you nothing from the hood, from certain uh point of views of life, and you just want to do right and do the good things, and you just make that wrong mistake. Now after you learn a mistake, you don't do those mistakes again. But how many times somebody's gonna keep on doing business with somebody that they say they cool with, and they keep doing everybody wrong?
I'm
I
still trying to
understand
figure
that
out.
now.
I'm still trying to figure out where the why he should go to jail again.
Who should go to jail?
Diddy.
Diddy, I don't think Diddy gonna go to jail. He needs to go to jail.
Why would he? Why should he go to jail?
Come on now. You know what they accusing him of now, right?
No, I don't. Help me to understand it. Tell me why you
Are
think
you
that he should go to
serious?
jail.
You
Yes.
you a smart brother and you be reading
Nope. Nope. Nope.
everything
Nope.
that goes
Nope.
down.
Nope. 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 We're not gonna do that. You tell me. You said he should go to jail. Tell me why he should go to jail.
Okay, for one, he's messing with little kids.
So, what evidence do you have of that?
Come
You
on, that's
can't just you
common
can't just you
sense.
can't just throw that shit out there, bro. Y'all go come on, man. Listen, bro. Listen.
I'm being 100.
How do you know?
Okay, it's just like R. Kelly.
No,
So
no,
R.
no,
Kelly
it's
is in
not.
jail.
No, 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 no. We're not gonna conflate. Stay on Diddy. How do you
Okay,
know that he's
I'm not.
messing with little kids? Because that's some
Come on
serious
now.
shit to just
I
say.
watch.
No.
Listen
Don't
to
hit
me.
me with
Listen
the
to
come
me.
on now. Tell me how you know.
I'm gonna give you one. I'm gonna give you
Okay.
one.
Okay, go ahead.
When they interview, like somebody like I don't know if they could say we could say his name, but like R&B singers, and he said he
Who?
was in. Okay, so Usher, they was interviewing
Okay.
Usher
Hmm.
multiple of times,
Okay.
and he said I was in P Diddy's band camp, and he was molding me at 13 years old.
So did he say that he touched him?
No, but Diddy
No, no,
is
no, 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 no. You
Diddy.
said the nigga should go to jail. You talking about what you think. You ain't said nothing but what you trying to surmise or just make up. When the fuck we start doing
I'm
that
not
as men?
making up nothing. People are going in between the line. They not trying to tell on people, but they slipping up and saying certain words, certain scenarios. When I watch these videos and catch the vibe, and
Catch the
they
vibe. You
like
saying a nigga should go to jail off of a vibe?
no, I'm just saying you can't go to jail off of they have to have substantial evidence, but you cannot just say like there's stories in between and be like, damn, something is going on. But nobody's not saying it, but there's evidence coming up. There's plenty of
What
evidence in that. And
evidence? Please
they're
tell me,
gonna
because I
start showing it. Watch.
no
They're
no no
gonna
no no
start
no no no
showing
no
it.
no 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 no. Okay. When they show the evidence, then we can come to a conclusion. But to just say a nigga should just go to jail based off of what you think is wild. What the fuck is wrong with
It's
y'all?
not I can't say what I'm thinking. Instinct and knowing like,
You said
come
you
on
above
now.
40 years old, right?
Yes, sir.
You think a nigga should go to jail based off of what you think?
No, not off what they think, off of substantial evidence. But
What
I know in my
evidence?
head,
No, no, no,
off
no.
of
What
substantial
evidence?
evidence that they will have. But
What
I in
evidence?
my head, but in my head,
No, not in your
what
head.
I'm
Not in your
predicting,
head. That's like saying I
what I'm
feel like.
predicting, bro.
No, no, no,
No,
no, no, no, no, no, no, no. What evidence?
they have evidence.
What
We
is it?
haven't seen the evidence. We do haven't seen the evidence yet,
What
but they
is
gonna
it?
predict. They gonna show the evidence,
Like what?
bro. They gonna have them. We don't
Well,
like
as of right now, what evidence?
like what's her name? What's her name? He was dating for so long. She had plenty of evidence.
Where?
She had plenty of evidence. They shut.
What is it?
I'm telling you.
Tell me what it is. Give me
We
one of
gonna
them.
be look. I can't say I don't haven't seen no evidence, but I've been seeing stuff like, okay, it's coming up. It's coming up. Why are they going? So ask me this: Why are they going? Why are they going to all his homes? Why are they going to all his homes?
What is the evidence that you're saying that he needs to go to jail for?
Look, sir. I haven't seen no evidence, but they have evidence. They don't make no sense for federally go to all three of their house and grab everybody and put them in jail.
God,
Why are they
I
doing it?
just damn. I hope nothing ever happens. I hope they never come at me. I hope Jesus Christ. Is this how easy it
Now
is
you
for
can't
people to
put
just say
yourself in
somebody should
that
go to
because
jail? You don't even get
you
your
can't
day in
put
court no
yourself in
more?
that, sir.
No, 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 no,
You can't
no.
put yourself in that
Anybody could be
because
accused of anything. What you're saying is what
no,
you feel.
but
I'm asking
you're
you,
not
why should
running
a nigga?
around.
No, 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 no.
You
You
can't.
said a nigga should go to jail. That's what you said out of your mouth. I would never
He's
in my life, even on my worst enemy, wish jail on a nigga. I would never wish jail on somebody unless we know definitively without a shadow of a doubt that he deserves to go to jail based off of evidence, based off of something that we could see, feel, touch, and been presented to us from the public. Now, if they present some evidence and say, hey, we got some videos of him touching some little kids or something, then okay, then we can have that conversation. But I'm not just about to default wish jail on a nigga. What kind of junk is that? I wouldn't do that shit to my enemies. That's weird. That's wild. You would wish jail on a nigga and you ain't got no real evidence or you don't really know?
look. I
That's
ain't wishing
wild
jail,
shit,
but
bro.
I ain't wishing jail. But
You did,
if
man.
when
You said he should
well,
go
I
to
might have
jail.
did.
That's what you said.
Well, You right, I did. I ain't gonna hold back. Yeah, everything I be saying, he done niggas wrong. But you can't go back. You can't go around. You don't do people wrong. He's been doing everybody wrong.
Hey, y'all
Whatever
some
you do to
wild
people
niggas,
comes
bro.
back to you 10 times. Whatever you do to people comes back to you 10 times. Fold.
This is why. Listen, this is why I don't fuck with nobody. This is why I stay to myself. I don't want no
That's good.
friends. I don't want no niggas around me. I don't want no fair weather friends. I don't fuck with nobody. It's me, my chick, my daughter. That's it. I don't fuck with nobody. Cause to wish jail on a nigga and we don't even know nothing yet, and we guilty in the court of public opinion without actually even seeing your day in court. Yo, we used to be in a space where at the very least, nigga, let me go to court and defend myself. We got the right to defend ourselves at the very least. Shit,
Hmm.
that's the American way. He ain't even been arrested, and you saying these niggas should go to jail based off of what a bitch said. Off of Cassie, nigga? A bitch? A broke bitch is out here
Not
making
just her.
no,
Not
nigga,
just her.
hold on, nigga. You
Not
cited
just her.
Cassie. You cited Cassie,
Not just
nigga.
her.
Over
It's
over
been
a
more.
over
It's
a
been
chick, nigga.
multiple. It's been multiple people
Y'all niggas are
blaming him.
siding with hoes
Not just
now?
not just one person.
Man, what the
It's been
fuck?
multiple.
This is
It's been
crazy.
it's been like
Crazy,
you
nigga.
saying one person, but I've been watching YouTube and people been blaming him for
Nigga
shit
said I've
and
been
he been
watching
getting away
YouTube.
with shit.
I've been watching YouTube. This nigga said I've been watching YouTube. This nigga
Yeah.
want a nigga to go to jail and crash out over a YouTube accusation. Shit, nigga.
So you saying like people like his artists like Mace, uh you saying like who else been saying he's been doing dirty shit? Like a lot of people been saying he been doing and they know him. They said that's his character, his security guards. That's his character. He's well known for doing stuff like this.
That wasn't a security guard. That was Biggie's security guard, nigga. You
No,
don't even
there's
know.
two
You don't
security
even
guards.
know.
There's two security
That nigga
guards.
getting
Not
paid
just
in
one, there's
interviews
two.
to say the shit that he's saying. Where is the
Okay.
evidence? I don't give a fuck about what a nigga said. A nigga say a lot of shit. They said that I'm from Nigeria, nigga. A nigga told me that I was 45 years old. Another nigga said that I was 38. Somebody else said that I got a lawsuit. Nigga, that
But
don't
that's
mean shit. Nigga, that shit ain't
but
true.
that's
It's a lot of people that say a
but
lot of shit. That don't mean nothing.
that's age and saying somebody character is whole totally two different things.
Nigga,
Like
anybody
you
could
ain't
say
running around here.
anything. Anybody
You
could
not
say
running around.
anything.
You not running around here
Because I don't trust you
being like
niggas.
Diddy.
Because I don't trust you niggas. I would never,
And
ever,
that's good. You
ever
shouldn't
in my
you
life,
shouldn't
I don't
trust
trust
nobody.
nobody.
You shouldn't be doing dirt around nobody.
You
You shouldn't
don't
be
know.
doing dirt around
Where is
nobody.
the
If you
evidence? Where is the evidence? Y'all niggas is weird to me, bro. Y'all weird to me.
hey, hey, that's your opinion. If it's weird, it's weird. Everybody could be opinionated. You know, if I see with my own two eyes, like how you running around and
What you
people
see?
that hung
You don't
around
know
you
him?
is
You
not
ain't never
speaking
seen
pot.
nothing? You don't know him. What you
It's
mean with your
people
own two
no, but
eyes?
I'm saying if people always speaking positive, see, like you I always speak positive because I see positive. But if somebody around you and said they see negative, they're gonna say negative. Like me, you can't see nobody's not gonna say negative things about me because I don't run around here doing felonious things. So it got to be some
Felonious.
type of
Felonious.
truth going on. So
Felonious,
we
bro.
just gotta wait the court. We just gotta wait the court when they get all the
Ain't even
present
no
all the evidence.
charges, nigga. What you talking about?
Huh?
There
Would you
is
say?
no charges. What are you talking about?
Not yet, sir. Not yet. But
Shit.
they racking him up. They going to his house. They taking
Diddy,
his kids to jail.
Diddy must have took one of your chicks, bro, back
They
in.
arresting his kids.
No, they did
Come on
not.
now.
They
Why
did
they
not
arresting his
arrest his
kids?
kids. They didn't. They did
They
not.
so you telling me with my own two eyes that I'm watching his two sons in handcuffs
Mhm.
putting in that's not his kids.
They
That's what you telling
detained
me, sir?
them and removed them from the residence while they did the search, and then they let them go. They did not arrest them. What are you talking about, bro?
Okay. All right.
You just
That's
making shit up. You want the nigga to crash out so bad that you making it up and saying that they arrested his kids. They did not arrest the kids.
okay, so they just detained them.
Jesus fucking Christ, bro.
All right. You right. You right. If
This is
they just
crazy.
detained them. They
This
just
is
detained
crazy.
them. They just got them. They just got them. They got them. They just accusing them for whatever until it's proven the innocent. But nah, that's it.
This is
That's
insane.
it.
All right, thank you, bro. I appreciate you.
All right.
All right, big dog.
Have a blessed one.
We gonna get it in tonight. All right, Travis, you up? What's your thoughts?
Hey man, hey, first of all, I just want to say, man, appreciate everything that you do out here, man, for real.
Appreciate you
You
too,
know what I'm
bro.
saying? I've been watching you ever since, you've been doing them Charles the White interviews, you feel me? You always been solid ever since then, you feel me? I've been want to jump on here and say some shit, cause it been some topics, man, you've been touching on that. I've been really want to say something, but shit.
I'm gonna say what I really think, bro. People can get theirs off. I'm gonna get mine off, and we just gonna get it off.
Hey, that's the way you gotta be out here, man. You gotta be 100. Say how you feel, man. Shit, if they don't like it, fuck it. Shit, ain't nothing you can do about
What
it.
are your thoughts,
Either take
Travis?
it or no. Well, see, I'm kind of on the same shit you on, man. Like, I mean, they ain't really got no evidence. Everybody just saying, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Until they bring some evidence, man, y'all can't really say that man guilty or not. You know
And
what I'm
that's my
saying? Like,
thing, bro. It's like I'm not defending him, but I'm not automatically convicting him either.
right, right.
If they come out with some evidence and say, yo, Diddy is a piece of shit, okay, well then Diddy is a piece of shit. We cool.
Facts.
Let's hold the piece of shit accountable. I'm absolutely all for holding people accountable. But the
Right,
one thing that I'm not gonna do is convict somebody in the court of public opinion based off of nothing.
right. Off of hearsay.
I'm not just about to do that, bro. I don't wish jail on nobody, and I don't even like Diddy. I don't even like Diddy.
Facts.
I
Facts.
don't even like this nigga. I think that his ad libs is horrible. I think he be fucking up the songs. You know what I'm
Big
saying?
time.
He gave us making the band. That shit was horrible, nigga.
Trash.
But my point is that shit. Like, why would I wish that on somebody? I don't know, man. I'm
Yeah,
just
that.
from maybe I am just different. Maybe I'm cut from a different cloth. Maybe I've
Hey,
just learned how to think for myself, whether I'm right or wrong. I'm gonna stand on the
hey,
idea that I can think for myself, and I'm not just gonna believe it just because it's the popular thing to do, bro.
hey, you most definitely cut from a different cloth. I am too, man. Like, see, everybody from where I'm from, man, they already know I'm 100. You feel me? Like, every time I go home, I don't even have no problems in the streets. And everybody know I'm gonna tell it how it is. If I like you,
Yeah,
I do. And I don't give a fuck what color you is. Like, if I hate you, it's fuck you. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck what it is. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? But
yeah.
even with the R. Kelly shit, like, not to go off subject, but shit, like my feelings, like everybody that got something to say bad about that R. Kelly shit, y'all was either doing the same
No,
shit
no, that's a little
or
different. That's
well,
a little
well,
different.
what
There
I'm
was
saying
real
is,
evidence there. That's a little different.
what? No, I ain't saying that, but like they like, oh, he should be in jail. But my thing is like, your granddaddy was talking to your grandma while she was a teenager, but you ain't got nothing negative to say
Yeah, but
about
that
him.
shit ain't right either. That wasn't right.
I
Two
I
wrongs don't make
I
it
know
right.
it. Yeah, like I say, I know it ain't right, but I'm saying like even
We
even
ain't
some of these
even
girls,
have. Nah, listen. I can't roll
even
with you
some
on
of
the
these
Kels.
girls, y'all like 15 fucking with a neighborhood dope man that's like 20 some years old,
That shit
but
ain't
y'all
right
got something
either.
to say.
That ain't
Yeah,
right either.
but they
That
got
ain't right
something to say
either.
about it. But
No, no,
man,
no,
like
no. I can't roll with
yeah,
you on
yeah.
that one, bro.
Oh no, I ain't saying that it ain't right. I'm just saying like the people that got something negative to say about it, like you was doing basically almost some of y'all was doing the same shit. Or
Nah, it
y'all
was
know people that's
substantial
doing the
evidence
same
with
shit.
the Kels. I think that's a little bit different, big dog.
No, yeah, no, I know it was evidence, but I'm saying like I'm not speaking directly on him. I'm just talking like the people that had negative shit to say. Like I know a lot of people that said negative shit about him, but you know people that's you still chilling with niggas that's talking to underage girls, or you got people in your family that's doing this shit, but you got something negative to say about him, but you don't say nothing negative about like. My thing is you gonna keep it 100 all the way around the board. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
Like I don't do that halfway ass shit. But
mm.
yeah, like this era of like social media and everybody business, man. It's like even what old boy said, like he was like they arrested his son. Like I could tell he ain't never really been in no situation with the police, cause like you said, they was just detaining them. They weren't arresting them. Like you can't be in the house when they searching something, so everybody got to come the fuck up out of there. You got to be detained. Like
I
I
feel
mean,
you.
man, like
I appreciate you, Trav.
yeah. Yeah, man, I'm a damn sure try to join your bad chases, man, cause I've been plotting on it, but I'm a damn
That's
sure
what's
get
up.
to it,
Okay,
man.
bet.
For
Bet.
real. I keep bringing up good content, man. I damn sure appreciate the dog.
Thank you, my friend. I appreciate
All
you.
right,
All right.
yes,
Justice. I got Justice coming up next. Just, what up?
What's going on? What up? What up? What up?
What up? What's your
So,
thoughts, big dog?
you usually I rock with you.
Okay.
Usually I rock with you,
All
but
right. I
you
listen.
you
That's why I let y'all call in
now
so that
now
y'all can give y'all honest opinion
let's
and let's get
okay.
let's kick
So
it.
let's get to it.
Okay.
So did you before we get into the P Diddy thing? Did you think Michael Jackson was guilty? Let's go that far back. Did you
Of
feel like he was guilty?
I was
Say it
honestly
again.
I was too young to even really remember that case. I don't even
Okay.
remember. I
So
don't
have you?
remember. No, I'm being honest. I don't remember what Michael Jackson was on trial for. When
So
was it? Let me
where?
look that up. Hold on. Let me look that up.
So I'm a little older than you. I got you. I think you said you're 41.
Yeah,
I got you by about 6 years. And the reason why I bring that up only because
2005.
there's an old saying that your reputation goes before you. You ever heard that phrase before? Your reputation goes before you.
I don't think so.
Okay, so it just basically means people hear about you sometimes before you step into a room. Sometimes,
Okay.
right? So things that people have said. I'm not gonna say this man should be convicted,
Mm-hmm.
but I will say I've been a Bad Boy fan for the longest.
Mm-hmm.
All I've ever heard about is bad business between him and Mary J. Blige, bad business with Craig Mack, bad business with Black Rob, bad business with Biggie at times, just bad business. Now, if we're going all the way into the sexual assault stuff, we've also seen real evidence of altercations with different people, whether it was Drake, whether it was J. Cole. I
For
think there's
sexual
more than just
assault.
that. No, 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 not sexual assault. I'm talking about aggression, like fights, like aggression, like
So if you get
physical
into a fight, hold
altercations.
on, wait. If you get into a scrap with Drake
hmm
or J. Cole,
hmm
how does that translate?
So, so I'm saying between bad business, right? Bad business with multiple artists, different altercations with other artists. Are you saying that it's outside of the realm and being around young celebrities, whether it was Justin Bieber at certain times, are you
Mhm.
saying it's absolutely out of the realm that he's ever done anything appropriate? Like we don't
No,
have
but
evidence,
that
we have
doesn't
accusations.
hold on. But that doesn't constitute a crime or guilt. I don't go based off of assumption.
I haven't said convicted crime or guilt.
Hold on. I
What I'm
don't go
saying
based
is
off of.
there a probability?
It's a
Is there a
probability for the nicest
probability?
guy that ever walked
Okay.
the earth that we know that has never had a
Wait,
reputation for him to
wait,
be one of the
wait.
grimiest
Don't
mother. No, no,
wait
no,
a
no.
minute.
Listen,
Don't go
listen,
that
listen,
extreme.
listen.
You're going to the
Yes, I
extreme.
am. Because some of the biggest
You're going
monsters are the
extreme.
ones that present themselves as and you have no
Okay.
clue that they monsters. My point is that
Right, but
reputation based off of how it is that you deal with artists and the
hmm
contracts, or whether you had a confrontation with Drake,
hmm
has nothing to do with sexual
but it speaks
assault
no, but it
and
speaks
shit that people are
so
saying
let
that
me
he should go
know
to jail for.
so let me know when I can respond to that.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. You got it. I'm gonna give you the floor.
So it speaks to certain character. Like I've always heard you on your podcast say, you do good business when you interview people. When you bring people out, you treat them a certain way. So whether they go on other people's podcasts or they come to, let's say, your platform, the way that you treat them and show them good business, that becomes word of mouth. That becomes networking tools. So when someone else says, "Hey, I went here," Anton treated me a certain way. That is a reputation for your character. I'm not saying, like I started off saying, the man is guilty, but there are certain things that you do and don't do that will say a lot about your character. Even when you go back to things that have happened between him and the Locks, there is so much evidence about his character. I'm saying it's probably not outside of the possibility that he could have done stuff inappropriate. Some of the things he said, calling another man daddy, even some of these phrases, that might be small, but just the way you speak. Tell me how many times you've called another man daddy.
That
How many
has
times have
nothing
you
to do
called
with the
someone else that?
conversation.
I didn't. I'm I'm painting a picture around his whole character, whether it be business, whether it be altercations, maybe some of the way he talks. There's sometimes you could look at another man and you could say some of his mannerisms, you would not be surprised if such and such came out. I've never said he was guilty or innocent. I'm painting a picture. Are you
But
going around
you
calling other men daddy?
no, but do you
Yes or no?
still
Wait a minute.
listen, listen,
Yes
listen.
or no?
I tell you, I said no already. But okay,
Okay.
let me know when you're done. I want to give you the floor. I want you to get your whole thought out.
No, I'm done. You can have the floor back. I'm done.
All you doing is the same thing that they doing in social media. That's it.
Painting a picture. Painting a
Yes,
picture.
that has nothing to
That's all
do.
they can do right now. But that's all they can do right now.
That has nothing to. That's what they do to men every day in order to get them.
I
What do you think that the whole
what
Me Too movement
and
was?
some and some men make it easier.
No,
And
no, no, no,
some
no,
men
no, no,
make it
no, no,
easier,
no.
and some
Right?
men make
No,
it
no,
harder to
no.
paint those
I
pictures.
don't do that shit. It's either you right or you wrong. You innocent or you guilty.
I didn't start
And,
out okay,
oh,
but I
so
didn't start out
I
saying
can't
I
get
could
my thoughts
prove
off. Wait, I
is
gave you the floor. Now you don't want to let me get my thoughts off.
no, but wait, before you get your thoughts off,
Okay, go ahead.
remember at the beginning of the conversation, I said I cannot prove he's innocent or guilty, and I never said he should be convicted. I'm talking to the man's character and what's being painted, and it's being painted for a reason. That's my point.
And I believe that the reason could be much greater than what it is that we're looking at on the surface level, especially considering how much power he had, especially when you're talking about his whole fight with Diageo.
Well, what would be a greater reason? What would
I
be a
just
greater
said
reason to
one.
do all this to
I
Diddy?
literally just
Give me
said
another.
one.
Give
That's a
because
big
he has
enough
money.
reason, right? Is that not a big enough reason? I mean, what you're
Is
basically
he the
saying,
only one with
hold on.
money?
So you're not gonna let me talk? At what point do I
That's what I'm
have the
saying. Is
floor? At what point do I have the
you
floor to be able to say, because I gave you grace and I let you get all of your thoughts off and then I asked you if you was finished. You said I had the floor. At what point do I have the possibility to be able to respond to you?
when you respond, if you say something like money, can we say? Are you saying he's the only one with money? Because you said that was your reason. He has money,
I didn't have an
right?
opportunity to finish my thoughts, number one. But that's why I'm saying,
Okay, go
you
ahead.
let me know when it's okay for me to respond to you.
You you got it. Go ahead.
Okay. So what I was saying was, in the same way that you painted the picture to say that this is a reason why he could possibly do it, I can use that same
Hmm.
narrative and say this is a reason why they're possibly using this and leveraging people against him in order to be able to remove him because it is money, it is power, it is equity, it is the fights that he was trying to have against these larger brands that ultimately would have resulted if the lawsuits could have possibly went forth in him having a victory. And so, why is that out of the realm of possibility? Why is it not a possibility that other people can be coming against him and going after him if that's your theory? Because I'm not standing on this. I'm standing on the idea that we should be careful in saying that people should go to jail and be convicted in a court of public opinion based off of what reputation is without evidence. The one thing that
I didn't
men
say he
have
should go to
always,
jail.
I'm sorry, I'm still talking. The one thing that men have always stood on, and the thing that we've been fighting literally for decades on the behalf of men, is that you can't just accuse a person and that be the end of the conversation, and then we automatically are convicted or we should go to jail or you should wish jail on somebody. We have to have evidence. The law states that you are innocent until proven guilty by a court of law. If there is no charges that has been filed, if there is nothing that we actually can say that he should go to jail for based off of real evidence, then you got to be careful with that. Now, if something is filed and something comes along where they then say, hey, here's a tape like they did with R. Kelly, that's a different conversation. But this is some dangerous shit for men to be standing on based off of what other men are accusing
Hmm.
him of. That's
My
some
phone's
dangerous
kind of
shit.
going
You
dead.
can't do that, bro.
Let me plug in my charger. Hold on. So can I respond to anything you just said? Because you had it for a
You got the
minute. Can
floor.
I respond to any of that?
You
Okay.
got the floor.
So are you arguing with me or the people on the stream where you're talking about to go to jail? Because I think my first point was I can't say go to jail, innocent or guilty. We were talking about his character, and then I gave a reason for why they may be painting him this way, and then you gave a reason for why it might be bigger than that. And the first thing that you named, you said money, and maybe there are people above him that he may be the fall guy. Is that what you're getting to? Maybe
What
they're
I'm
trying to
saying,
make him the
I'm
fall
I'm
guy.
arguing against your argument that reputation has nothing to do with what this conversation is about, especially when it comes
Okay.
to wishing jail on somebody and convicting them in the court of public opinion.
I I didn't okay, well that's for the rest of the people on the stream because I didn't say go to jail and I didn't say guilt or innocent.
Correct.
I
That's
said
why I
why
said
they
that it
may be
has nothing
painting
to do
I
with it.
okay, so I didn't say whether he should go to jail or not or guilt or innocent, why they may be painting this picture. So that's our argument, just Anton versus justice argument. The other people saying he should go to jail and be convicted without the evidence, yeah, that energy is for them. But what I'm saying is some of the stuff that I've seen as a bad boy fan, I can see why the picture is being painted from what people are coming out and saying about it. And I gave an example of watching your podcast and how you do business. That is a reputation. So if you don't bring everybody on your platform and you bring, let's say, 20 or 30 people, and you treat all 30 of those same people the same way, good treatment, fly them in, take care of them, that is going to create a reputation. Whether you like it or not, whether you want to argue that, you do create a reputation by how you treat people. Do you agree with that or you don't agree? You don't agree with
I, I
reputation at
I
all.
agree with that
Okay.
premise.
Okay. So obviously there's a reputation on how he's either done business or aggression. Now there's becoming a reputation about sexual allegations, and we'll keep using the word allegations. We're not saying he's been convicted or anything, but allegations do make you look bad. That's a fact. If you
I
get
don't
accused
care
enough
about an
times at a job,
allegation.
it'll make you look bad.
Listen.
I know
Anybody
you
can
don't.
say anything about anybody,
But
especially
if
when you're
you get
talking about
enough people saying the same
no,
thing,
no, 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 no,
but
no,
if
no.
you
I
get
don't agree
enough
with that.
people saying the same thing,
Look at the
it's
last
gonna
guy
make you
that
look
just said
bad.
this. Look at the last guy that just filed this lawsuit. This last guy,
Oh, who are we
that's a
talking about?
bunch
Which
of
one?
bullshit.
The
It's a
producer?
grown ass man. Yes, you know that that's some
Oh,
bullshit.
okay,
And
go
he
ahead.
bandwagon riding based off of the fact that we
Hmm.
know. Listen, another lawsuit was based off of a chick from 30 fucking years ago that was
Hmm.
literally of age that is
Yeah.
accusing him of busting her down and putting her back on a plane and sending her the fuck home. If you telling me that a lot of
Right.
this stuff ain't inspired by this law that was created in New York over the last year and a half, this
Hmm.
Survivors Act law that inspired a lot over 2,500 lawsuits against almost all
Hmm.
men in order for them to be able to get money, and it's all financially
Um.
based and it has
Well.
nothing to do with criminal
Well.
activity. If
Well.
you
You
telling
might
me that the
know.
fact that Cassie
Okay.
settled
Wait.
that
Wait. You
lawsuit
might know.
is not
What you got? I
inspiring,
know you
no, don't
passionate.
stop. Hold on, you got to let me finish my
Oh.
statement, bro. If you're
Wait.
telling me that all of these lawsuits are not inspired based off of money, then I think that you're being disingenuous.
No, that's not what I'm telling you. What I'm telling you, because you might watch it and maybe be more in depth with all these different cases, what I'm telling you is something that anybody with any common sense knows. Enough times that you've been accused of the same thing, it makes you look bad. If you got
I don't
accused
care.
of doing bad business with everybody, wait, I'll let you get it off. If you've been accused enough about all the people that you've brought up on your platform for doing bad business, you may not care what anybody has to say, but it would help to make other people believe, hey, Anton might do bad business. But because you have most people who come on your platform saying you do good business, because you have most people that know you treat your wife or you treat your daughter well, they speak highly of you, your reputation goes before you. I'm not saying I know the specifics of all these lawsuits, if they bullshit or not, but what the people do know, it's a lot of allegations, Chief. That's what I'm telling you. And you
What
could
are
be
the,
accused but so many times before it starts to look bad.
I
Are you
don't
saying it don't
care
look bad?
about whether
Oh,
he do good business or
okay,
bad
well that's
business.
my argument. Okay,
That's
that's
your
that's my
choice
only
to choose
argument.
to do business with Diddy or
Okay,
not. That
that
has nothing to do
okay,
with
that's my only argument. It looks
allegations of
bad.
sexual misconduct. Even in the
Okay, I'm saying it
allegations of
looks bad.
I don't care
That's
about
all.
optics. That don't mean
Okay.
nothing to me.
Okay.
That doesn't
Obviously, it
mean anything
matters.
to me.
Okay, but obviously, it matters when you have to sell off this. You got to put this. Optics matters in the world.
This is a listen.
That's why we
You're
That's why we
making
interview
a
people in person. That's why we dress for interviews. Obviously, optics matter. That's why Kevin Samuels would come up on his podcast fully dressed a certain way. You
you're
making it
moving
seem
the
like optics don't
goalposts, and
matter at
this
all.
has nothing
No,
to do.
no,
This has nothing to
no. But
do
don't.
with
I know, but let's not
reputation
say
with
optics
regard to
don't
whether or
matter.
not he's being accused of sexual misconduct. Listen,
I'm
when you
saying it
talking
looks
about
bad.
optics, you're talking about selling a product. Okay? We
Okay,
talking about serious allegations that could lead to a nigga going to jail. This ain't the
okay.
same type of optics that you talking about. We talking about innocence or guilt, okay? And the
I
court of
didn't say he
public
should go to
opinion
jail.
is real. And the
He
thing
doesn't
that we
go to
got to be
jail.
careful of is these feminist talking points, because what you using is feminist talking points. I don't care about
Feminist talking
optics or
points.
feelings or business or any of that shit when it comes to talking about whether or not somebody should go to jail or not. I don't care about that
I
shit.
never said
We
he should go to
we
jail.
have to be
I
very
never said he
careful.
should go to jail.
You are, because you moved the goalpost from his business
No,
acumen
I
and what no, you
no.
did. You did. You moved the goalpost from you
I
said,
didn't say he
okay,
should
in the
go to
same way,
jail.
you said in the same way that he's been accused of doing bad business. Now it's moved
I
over
ain't
into
know.
sexual allegations, and that how
No,
is it
I
not?
said his
Yes, you
character
did.
is
You
not out of
did.
the
Listen,
realm.
you moved the
No, no, no.
goalpost, and
I
you the
started out the
reason that you brought that up,
conversation.
the reason that you
Uh,
brought that up from a relevancy perspective is that you then moved it over into all of the
Cause his
accusations
character
that's
looks
being made
bad.
against.
Okay, cause his character looks bad. That's
I
why I
don't
brought it
give
up.
a fuck. We talking about sexual
Okay,
allegations. You can't
but you didn't ask me.
compare
You didn't ask me
business
should he go to
dealings.
jail.
Listen, you can't compare business dealings to sexual allegations. I know that it's a bunch of people once you get to a certain level that is willing to do it money. As a matter of fact, I'll go so far as to say it is a normal thing and it is a normal occurrence that once you get past a certain net worth and once you have a certain visibility, that celebrities expect to get sued and have allegations against them all the
I
time.
believe that.
And most of the
I
time they
believe that.
settle it, but it's not because they're guilty. It's because it costs them more to defend themselves from a lawyer's perspective from the person that's accusing them. Just because a
Okay.
whole bunch of people accusing
So
you
so
of
wait,
something,
because
let me finish. Let me
wait.
finish. Just
You
because a
getting
bunch of
emotional.
people,
Hold on.
it's my platform. Let me get my thoughts off. Just because it's a
I
bunch
know
of
it's your
people
platform.
accusing you of an allegation, especially when it's a financial incentive for them to do so, does not necessarily mean that that's your reputation or that's the optics that go along with it. It's not true.
Oh no, that's absolutely true.
Okay.
That's a, until you're exonerated of all allegations. Allegations make you look bad. Absolutely. You
Okay.
can be suspended off a job based on a damn allegation. What the
Which
hell are we
which
talking
is
about? They
what
don't have
men
to
are
find
fighting. Which is why
suspend.
your rhetoric is so
I didn't say.
dangerous.
Okay, but what
That's
I'm
why
saying,
your
I'm not
rhetoric
saying
is so
fire.
dangerous. You shouldn't
They
even be
could
standing on this shit.
suspend you. Okay, so you're gonna let me? You can be suspended, and I know this to be a fact until the investigation is done, until they bring the facts back. So if allegations don't make you look bad or whatever, what would be the reason for suspending? You'd have to take you off the job for one, just for the allegation. And shit, if it's enough allegations, they'll probably let you go.
Which
Don't
is
sit here and say
exactly what
allegations
men
don't
have
make
been,
you look bad.
just as exactly
If you
what
had
men
enough
have been.
allegations of doing bad business, it would make you look bad as a brand. Don't let's not sit here and talk like grown men and act like allegations don't make people look bad, especially if they're the same allegations year after year, time after time, and then you're hanging out with young people, calling them daddy, hanging out with 16-year-olds, taking custody of people like Usher, and then having these people in your house, kind of like Michael Jackson. I'm not saying Michael Jackson was guilty, but you're spending the night in a house with little kids and their parents are not there. It doesn't look good. And I never started out by saying he should go to jail. I'm saying what he's doing, it don't look good. Period. You can't
Let me
cut
tell
it
you
no other
something.
way.
This is so dangerous. This is one of the
That
most
it don't look
dangerous.
good.
This is so dangerous. And it's one of the most dangerous conversations that we're having. Because the one thing that men have been
It's a
trying
real
to
conversation.
the one thing that men have been trying to defend themselves against since the beginning of time is accusations from people that have a financial incentive to actually accuse them of something. And we've seen it happen on regular people on their jobs. We see guys lose their jobs because most of the jobs and the high powered jobs that a lot of these guys have, they're at will employment. They are not UAW members. They're not represented by the union. It's a lot. This Me Too movement. It's a lot of guys that's been forgotten about, and their story never came to fruition. And we never got any optics as a result of it, based off of what the shit that you saying right now is
And there's guys
reputation.
that go to work and do inappropriate shit on the job too. There's guys that go to work and do inappropriate shit on the job too. So there's a case for both. Are you trying to paint a picture that men don't go to work and do inappropriate shit on the job? Because I've worked in
You
all type of
dangerous.
industries.
You dangerous, bro.
No, I'm telling you the
You're
truth, bro, and you don't
dangerous,
want to
bro.
hear it.
You're
You because
dangerous.
you sitting here
Every
standing on
point
something
that you
that
making
don't
right
make
now is
no
based off
common
of some
sense.
shit that mothers and feminists came up with.
No,
You're
no, it's
dangerous.
based on fucking common. It's based on common sense that you should share right along with me. Because if you get accused enough, you know it makes you look bad. I didn't say he was get innocent or guilty, but accusations don't make you look good. That's what our conversation started with. I don't know about the callers before me, and I damn sure don't care about the callers after me. But what we do know, with people with common sense, if you get accused enough of the same thing by enough people year after year, it damn sure ain't gonna make you look good. I know that.
You're dangerous. And your talking points are
No,
dangerous. And these are the same
I
talking
could say
points
you're
that
not using common sense.
can you listen. If this is a conversation, you're gonna have to let me get a thought out too. I stop every time that you
Feel
start
free.
talking. These are the same talking points. And this is my final thought.
No, they're not.
All right, you got it, big dog.
We're
You
not
got it.
gonna do that feminist movement shit. We're not gonna do that
You got
because
it.
they're common sense. Just like I gave you examples for business that you've done on your platform, I've gave you examples when you've told men to have dick discipline. Obviously, if you throwing different kind of parties and you doing certain things, again, we can't say if you're innocent or guilty until evidence comes out. But none of this shit you doing is helping your fucking case.
Mm-hmm.
Do something to help your case, especially if you know you hot. If
Mm-hmm.
you've ever sold dope or been on the streets and you know you hot, either you leave out of town or while you still in town, take some of the heat off of you. You don't go out and buy a bunch of fucking fur coats and buy a bunch of fucking Mercedes Benz. Okay, so if you know you hot, in Diddy's case, you don't keep doing the same shit. That's common sense.
Mm-hmm.
101.
I appreciate you.
All right, man, we could agree to disagree. I mean, I
No,
still
it
rock
ain't.
with
It
you,
ain't. It ain't. I don't have no problem with you having a difference of opinion. I have a problem with your ability to
right?
be able to communicate effectively. You don't know when to be quiet when it's your turn to speak, and then you got to let somebody else talk too and get their thoughts off. I
Well,
don't
I
censor
definitely get
people.
less
I don't
turns
tell
because I
people.
realize it's your platform.
No, I think that that's just common courtesy. I think that if I allow for you on the platform and I don't censor you and I don't mute you for you to be able to get your thoughts off, at the very least you got to extend the same courtesy and be able to communicate effectively. We could debate. I have no problem with you having a difference of opinion. I don't even have a problem if I'm wrong. But you got to be able to let somebody get their thoughts off too, bro.
When,
Otherwise, there's no
as
point
long
in us
as I've
having this
watched you,
conversation.
as long as I've watched you, have you ever admitted when you were wrong?
Are you
You don't
listening
know
to
how
what I'm
long I've
saying?
watched you.
Are you listening to what I'm saying?
Absolutely,
So
absolutely.
what I'm saying is that it's common courtesy to let me get some thoughts off on my own platform versus interrupt me every single time that I'm talking.
Are you saying you haven't got any thoughts off on your own platform?
Jesus Christ. Listen, I appreciate it. I think that you're wrong. I think that you're dangerous. I think that that the talking points that you have is very similar to what feminists say, and you're more leaning
I
to your
think that's a
feelings.
sucker move. I think you even
All right, big
comparing me
dog.
to
I
feminist
appreciate it.
talking
I
points.
appreciate it. I appreciate it.
All right.
Am I do I extend too much grace? Do I extend too much grace to where I allow for people to be able to say too much and interrupt me on my own platform after I allow for them to be able to say what they want to say when they want to say it? I don't censor anybody. I don't mute nobody. I don't censor anybody. But I'm trying to understand Mosaic Monk,
Yo,
what's
what up?
going
Can you
on?
hear
What's your
me?
thoughts?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. What's going on?
Uh, All right, bet. So I do agree with the last caller, but I don't
Hmm.
agree with him cutting you off. Like, damn, just shut the. He was annoying. You do extend too much grace. I would have muted him. I would have kicked him off.
No,
Like,
I'm
come
not
on,
gonna do
bro.
that. I'm gonna be consistent,
For sure, for
man.
sure, for
And
sure.
if somebody, because again, I allow for people to come up here, and literally, if you look inside of the chat, it's pinned on the chat, and it says, "If you disagree with me." I give priority to people that disagree with me. So
Mm-hmm,
I'm cool because I like this. This is what I live for. I think that this is what makes great conversation is people disagreeing with each other. But at the same
mm-hmm,
time, I'm gonna be consistent. And if if it continues to go that same way, then we just gonna be like we just gonna agree to disagree and we gonna just get off the phone. So I'm cool with that.
mm-hmm. So I mean, I'm, yes, he's not charged, and yeah, he's not guilty. But I'm just saying, for the simple fact that he got so much on his jacket, he got so much on his jacket. I called before. I'm from Chicago,
Mm.
and it's been plenty of times where I'm walking with my cousin or my uncle. They like, hey, watch out for him, dude, the killer. Like I've never seen him kill, but people like, oh, dude, the killer. Watch out for him, bro. Watch out for him. So when enough people come to a general consensus of who you are, and that's on your jacket, I think you gotta wear that jacket. And also, he sold his Revolt shares. And two, if you guilty, if you guilty, you're not gonna run away. You're not gonna leave the country if you guilty. If somebody accused you of that, I don't think
Give me
they.
1 second, caller. Can you give me 1 second?
Yep, yep.
Hey Rita, can you give me a pen and paper, please? Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, now you good. So, I don't think, what I'm saying, you would, sell all of your shares of your Revolt TV during these times. Like, it just really looks bad. You feel me? It looks very bad on Diddy. And again, if you look at the lawsuit with Cassie, they said he was giving her cocaine, marijuana, amphetamine. She had to go get go get induced with IVs at the hospital. So it's like, would you settle out if someone accused you? Now, maybe if your lawyer say, hey, it's economically better to settle out even though you're not wrong. So I do get that. He probably settled out because it's like, I'd rather just settle out than go through a long drawn out court proceeding and have to pay more than what I'm settling for. So
I think I got
I,
a
I'm
pen.
not. I'm not saying he's guilty, but I'm saying it is a bad look. If you know if you can understand that.
So first of all, he did not sell his revolt shares. He was
Okay,
forced into selling his revolt shares.
for sure.
Well, first of all, as far as what I know, he didn't sell his revolt shares. He was forced to step down as the optics, as the chairman, and as the person that was the head of the company. Okay. So I don't know where you
Okay.
got that information from. I could be wrong about that. But as far as I know, he wasn't forced to sell anything, but he was absolutely forced to step down in his position as like the leader of the company. All right.
hmm
So can we agree on that?
Well, according to the Billboard, Diddy sells Revolt Stake TV. This news comes a day after the federal agents reportedly raided the
Oh, this is new
embattled
news.
music mogul. Yeah, so he sold it 3/26, 2024. So the
Okay, I
optics
got you.
just looks
So this
bad.
is literally 7 hours ago that this came out. I wasn't aware of that.
hmm
All right, so I got you. All right, so that's a completely different conversation. I haven't had time to research that, but to speak to your other point, right? I don't think that it's a one-to-one comparison when you're talking about because I believe that we move in a goalpost. The conversation that you having is based off of what people think about Diddy, right?
No,
Okay.
I haven't brought up people. I've brought up things that
Well, people
he's
are
been going.
Cassie
Yeah,
because
yeah.
Cassie made an accusation. Listen, you got to remember this. This is the thing that we got to take into consideration. Number one, I don't agree with Diddy. I think that that's the common misconception here is that I don't
hmm
stand with him based off of who he is from a character perspective. I think that he nasty. I think that he I'm he let motherfuckers fuck his girl. Like, that's wild shit. Okay, nobody is standing with Diddy. What I'm saying is that every single one of these people didn't file criminal charges. They never went to the police. They never reported anything. What they did was they filed a lawsuit for money.
Mm-hmm.
A lawsuit for money. That don't mean nothing.
Yeah, it does mean something. It does mean something, but it doesn't matter if they did it for money if it's true.
But they
Two things can
never
be right at
proved
the
any
same
of it to
time.
be true.
Well, yeah, well, yeah. If you could prove it, if you could prove it to be true, and I think uh, litigations need to be had in order to prove that it's true, and that might not happen because he's in a whole other country. But I'm just saying, like,
No, 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 no,
um,
no.
go
She
ahead,
settled for money.
Cassie.
Yes.
Okay.
So
Mm-hmm.
how do we then prove something is true when there's been A, no admission of guilt, and B, she took the money?
Right. But again, but that's why I made the point before, Anton, that it it doesn't vilify him that he is guilty because his lawyer could have said, "Hey, you know what? Hey, it'll be cheaper to settle out than go through the whole
But
system of
there's
court
been no
procedure."
criminal
No,
complaints.
no, no. No. I'm agreeing with you. I'm agreeing with you. So there is no way of knowing if you settle. There is no way of knowing if you settle.
Why
We
don't we
don't know.
hold on, here's my question in this whole thing. When did we stop questioning the person that's actually filing the lawsuits also? Do you think that these people, the ones that are filing the lawsuits, because listen, we talking about Diddy's reputation, right? So
Mm-hmm.
we don't pull into question the people that's actually going for the money grab either. Do we look at these people that file these lawsuits and say, yeah, you know what? We rock with them. That makes sense. They're innocent in this whole thing. This isn't a cash grab. This is because they really want justice. Do we look at this from the other perspective, or do we just by default say that, you know what? I got you. That makes sense.
I think what's happening is it's possibly true, and they also want to get a money bag too, a money grab, which is kind of bogus. Which is bogus. You know, it is. You know, if it happened, you should have reported it instantly. But I just think in this culture right now, I'm not saying I agree with it, bro. But I'm just saying in this culture, they like, look, yeah, he sodomized me, yeah, he might have touched me, but you know what? I want to get the economic incentive with it too.
You know what?
So
Somebody
that's
says
what I think.
something. Somebody says something in the chat. They said,
Mm-hmm.
why did he settle if it wasn't true? How come you're not turning that question around and saying, why did she settle if she wanted justice? Because
Because
people settle for a lot of reasons.
I think she went with her economic interests. Like I think most
Exactly.
people, yeah, yeah. I think she went with her. I think. Listen, money. Listen, my brother, his mama went to his family and was gossiping his business, and he had to talk with his mama like, "Mom, why you out there telling my business? You bogus. You know I'm a secretive person. You know I'm a low key person." The woman sent him $400. He said, "Bro, my mama never sent me money." And guess what? He said what he said to his mama. He took the $400. He like, you know what? She made it right though. So because they had the conversation, they came to a mutual understanding, and she compensated him. Money make things right, especially when you broke and you ain't got shit. Money make things right. You feel me? I know you might not understand that, but money make things
Ma, I
right.
don't understand it. You act like I was born in the money.
Oh, okay. No, no, no. I know you went. I know your story, bro. I know your story. But I'm just saying. I don't, so, I don't know. I got a preconceived notion of people who might have had money a long time have a different thought. Not on no
I'm
hating
just
shit.
I'm just
Not on no hating
amazed that
shit.
y'all let reputation determine whether or not somebody is innocent or guilty. That's
What do you mean by
honestly, I'm
reputation,
just
sir?
I'm amazed that men are having this conversation with me today. I'm from all of the stuff that we've seen. and guys getting falsely accused. Every single day, guys get out of jail based off of the Innocence Project. Every day. Men are being released every day. And a lot of these guys have reputations in the streets when they was accused of whatever crime they got accused of. Every day, men get accused of things that they did not do in order for somebody to take advantage of it. And we're sitting here having a conversation based off of optics? Optics? Now, yeah, of
Let's
course I agree with the idea that you should be above board and present yourself a certain type of way. 100%. That goes without saying. That's why I tell guys to have big discipline. But at the same time, that does not absolve people from being able to accuse you of something that you didn't do. That's why we have our day in court.
okay,
Optics.
cool.
Listen, every guy that is called up here today has made an argument based off of optics. That's crazy to me.
Okay, but all right, let me say this. With the new news that I just dropped on you about him selling the shares.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. Let's forget the optics of other people. Let's just look at Diddy. Hypothetically speaking, if you have the ability to place yourself in Diddy's shoes, would you would have took a private jet out of the country to a country that
To the
doesn't have any.
Bahamas,
Wait, hold on. To a country that doesn't have an what's it, expedite expedition laws?
extradition laws.
Would you would have took that if you was going through something like this? Would you would have left, or would you would have fought it in court? That's a
Well,
better question.
listen. This is what is being said, according to the news, that the
Mm-hmm.
trip was already planned with his kids for spring break. That he had no idea that he was about to be raided, and so when he got raided, he was already at the Clearport about to go on spring break with his children. So I'm trying to understand how you correlate that with running. If he didn't even know that a raid was coming, but he got his kids on a plane in order to go to the Bahamas, I'm trying to understand how you conflate the two.
Oh, so his kids was with him besides the ones
Yes.
that got detained.
According to the news, they was going on spring break.
So wait, he had some kids with him and some kids that got detained. Are you saying he had
Well,
some
not
kids
the
with him?
grown kids. You do realize that Diddy has young kids, right?
That's why I'm differentiating. That's why I'm asking you: did he have some with him and some that were detained? Because I didn't know that information either. I didn't know that. You put me on to something because I did
From
wonder
what I
why he.
showed on the news today, on the Millionaire Morning Show,
Mhm.
that's what the news said.
Okay, cool. Well, I mean, I was at work. I had you on the headphones when I was listening to you, so I couldn't really. But again, man, listen, I'm far from one of them people who say you're guilty just because you're a man. I don't follow no feminist movement or nothing, but I'm just saying.
No, no,
And
no, no, no.
sometimes, bro,
Listen,
you
let,
got.
let me
Go
let me
ahead, go
give
ahead,
some
go ahead.
insight
What's
on
up?
the big kids. The grown kids were the ones that got detained. We're talking
Mm-hmm.
about spring break. He has younger kids. Unless the news got some different type of information, that's what's being presented.
Mm-hmm. Okay, cool. So let me ask you: would you would
All
have
I can
sold
go
your
by is what the
shares?
news is presenting.
Okay, cool. So would you would have sold your shares during this
Yeah,
during
if I
this
need the money, I'm gonna sell my shares. Hell yeah.
okay. I mean, again, I ain't totally against that.
Why,
He finna
listen,
go
why
through
would he
hell,
be
so he might
running?
have to.
Why would he be running and he didn't get arrested? He wasn't arrested.
Well, if he was arrested, he wouldn't be able to run. But again,
No,
the
no, no, no,
truth, like
no.
you said, the
When
truth.
they met him at the airport, they still let him fly wherever he wanted to fly. He didn't run. He's still free to
Look,
go anywhere he want to go inside of the world. They didn't revoke his passports. They didn't stop him. They didn't arrest him. He's
I
still
did
free to go
read.
wherever you want to go. I'm still trying to
Wait, hold
understand
on,
where the
hold,
correlation is.
hold on. Wait a minute, Anton. I did read, my brother, that he is restricted to the Caribbean. I read that. I'm not lying. I read that.
Where did you
He's
see that at?
restricted.
Let me pull it up.
Let me see. Let me just do a Google search. Diddy constricted to Caribbean.
Because the lawyer just responded. I'm going to read the report from the lawyer. Hold on. This is what his lawyer's statement says.
Okay.
All right, you ready?
Yep, I'm ready.
I'm gonna read. Actually, I'm gonna present it on the screen too, just so people
Bet
don't
for
think that
sure.
I'm capping. Give me a second. Let me pull it up. This is called according to NBC Los Angeles. All right.
Yep.
Hold on. Now, if I'm wrong, then hold me accountable or hold NBC accountable.
For sure.
Diddy's lawyer said Tuesday that the searches of the rapper's Los Angeles and Miami properties by federal authorities in a sex trafficking investigation were a gross use of military force, that Combs is innocent and will continue to fight to clear his name. It goes on to say that it's the first public statement from the music mogul's team since Monday's raids of his homes by Homeland Security investigations agents. Yesterday, there was a gross overuse of military force and search warrants were executed at Mr. Combs' residences, the statement said, from attorney Aaron Dyer. There is no excuse for the excessive force and hostility exhibited by authorities or the way of his children and employees treated. The searches was a part of an ongoing sex trafficking investigation by federal authorities in New York, two law enforcement officials told the Associated Press. The officials were not authorized to speak publicly to discuss details of the investigation and spoke to the AP on condition of anonymity. It says
Hmm.
Combs was not detained and spoke to authorities, and neither he nor family members were arrested, nor has their travel been restricted.
Okay.
So I'm trying to understand where y'all getting this from. Were y'all saying that he's been restricted to an island, or he can't travel anywhere, or his passport has been detained, or he's running? He's not restricted from going anywhere that he wants to go right now. So how is he running if he wasn't arrested and he's not restricted to travel?
Right. No, I mean, again, I'm reading off blog sites just like everyone else, and everyone got their spin on it, and I did read that. I mean, I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm not disagreeing with. This is why I don't really follow too much mainstream media, because you don't get the truth. You don't, what I'm saying, you don't get the truth. So, I'm in agreement with you. I have no disagreement at that point. I have no disagreement at this point, but sometimes I can't fault people for how the media plays, because this is the media's job to actually run advertisement dollars on stories and get a story to look out. What I'm saying, like how they doing with Candace Owens, making her look like she anti-Semitic. Not trying to change the subject, but people run these op-eds and try to make people look bad. So again, I ain't saying guilty. I ain't saying Diddy guilty. You feel me? Even with the Cassie thing, I never said he was guilty with the Cassie thing, because again, he might have settled because it would have been cheaper than going to court. So, but that's all I had to say, brother. I'm gonna definitely let somebody else jump in. I appreciate the conversation, bro.
No, I appreciate you. Thank you for coming up. Hold on, let me switch up my
Thanks,
camera.
bro.
Thank you, bro. Let me switch up my camera. I hate that I even got to take the position to where it seems like I'm defending him in the first place. And it's unfortunate that I have to do this. But the thing that I'm defending is right to a fair trial. And hold on, let me see. Hold on, give me a second. I'm trying to get this back working. Give me a second. I'm trying to get this working. Give me a second, y'all. I'm trying to get this working. Got this dusty ass computer camera. I'm gonna get y'all calls up. Y'all about to make this turn into a debate show, man. I prefer not to even have debates. I prefer to have good conversations. Hmm. Give me a second. All right, I'm back. All right. All right. Give me a second. Give me a second. All right, let me get y'all up here. Let's see. Is it Dupree? Is it Dupree? Dupree? Give me a second. All right, Dupree, you got to get your stuff right. God's Porter. God's Porter, you there?
Yeah, I'm here, Anton.
What's the word, big dog?
Uh, Let me get because my
Oh,
baby boy
snaps. You got the
he's
baby
trying
up at 1 in the morning?
to. He never goes to
Jesus.
sleep. Um, the missus is handling,
I'm gonna
but
read
I
the
wanted
I'm
to
gonna read the super chat shortly too, y'all. But go ahead, big dog.
um I I wanted to make two very poignant points that I feel like I'm actually don't disagree with you. I'm on your side, but I feel like there are 2 points people are missing when they're coming up and they want to debate with you. My first point is that I think people don't realize that when we rush to judgment, especially when it comes to jail, if and anybody will agree, if you've had a friend that's went to jail, it's almost like they're dead or they're dying. So when we rush to judgment, it's not just that you're condemning somebody to prison, you're condemning them also to jail. um and if we're gonna rush to judgment without any evidence, I feel like we have to remember that it's almost tantamount to condemning somebody to death, and you have to be very careful with that. The second point I wanted to make is about uh is about a point Machiavelli made when he wrote his letter to the young prince about the art of war and as it pertains to reputation. And we should remember that this is a type of warfare that they're deploying against Diddy, right? And the bottom of your screen it says, "Is there something more to the Diddy case?" So the fact that they're employing this tactic of war, right? You brought up everything with, the alcohol and how he was trying to win rights, and it could be about money and so many other deeper things. I feel like this point is being glazed over and people are, overlooking it. Do I understand that people don't like Diddy? Do I understand that he has a seedy type of character? Yes, all these things I acknowledge. But just to your point, like I said, I think people are rushing to this big overarching judgment, and no matter, he who is that who is who he who is that without sin cast the first stone. I'm paraphrasing, I can't remember the exact, the line, but we just have to be, I think my whole point is just we should be careful when we rush to these judgments, especially when you're talking about condemning somebody to prison. Because like I said, for me, I've had many friends, not many, but I've had friends, close friends to me, that have went to jail,
Mm.
And it's so hard to communicate with these people because it's almost like, they're dead or they've died. You feel that loss. um so that was, I know you can expand on that way more. You've been making a
No,
point.
I understand what you're saying. I don't think that you're trying to debate a point per se. I just think that you're just trying to say be mindful of how it is that we approach um, convicting people and condemning people and whether or not they're
Exactly.
innocent or guilty.
If we were having a conversation about opinion and what I think, I probably would sound like a lot of the other callers because, just to be completely honest, I don't like Diddy. I think,
I don't either.
maybe he did do something, maybe he didn't. But the actual point is, when you cut through the emotion, when you cut through the allegations, right?
Hmm.
Because they're just allegations, right? You have to think with logic, and we don't have any evidence. There's nothing that's come out concretely. And yeah,
And I reserve the right to change my mind if some evidence come out.
exactly,
Because then
exactly.
I have a new, you know what I'm saying? I have new information that would then lead me to have a difference of a perspective and opinion.
Yeah, so I didn't want to spend too much time on air, man. I just wanted to make people cognizant because I see people are really just they're y'all
Yo,
people
it's the
just
mob
want
out here, bro. It's the mob. It's the mob out here. And
they don't want to
listen,
let go of
don't
that.
come on here with thinking that you gonna give your authentic thoughts without being agreeable to everybody, and automatically thinking that people gonna fuck with you. They don't, bro. And the difference between me and everybody else is I don't care. Like I'm going to give my authentic opinion regardless of what people think. I'm cool with
Right.
that.
That's
I'm cool with
that's why I rock
whatever
with you,
come at me.
man. That's why I rock with you, man. Keep doing your thing, man. Keep doing your thing.
All right, thank you, bro. All
All right, man.
right, big dog. Slimmy, my dog Slimmy. What up, Slimmy?
What up, bro?
Chilling, chilling,
What's
big
going on?
dog. What's the word, bro?
Man, I done heard some crazy shit.
I feel like
I
I'm on
hate
Clubhouse right now. I had to get a pen and paper and start writing down what people were saying so that I know what to respond to. I ain't did this before in a long time.
bro, this is insane. But I do want to say this though. People forget that lawsuit that he had. I think they feel like he was overstepping his boundaries, and they coming after him because he got that money from that lawsuit over the
Yeah,
liquor shit.
yeah.
Like I think
He
really
settled for
off.
that. He settled with them. As far as
Yeah,
I
yeah.
know, he settled with them.
He said it in January. So basically, it seems like once he did that, like all this other shit started happening. And it almost seems to me like extortion, because they just like, oh no, you're not about to get away with this, bro. We
Yeah.
gonna make sure you go down because you pretty much cornered us and paying you some money that we didn't really have to pay you.
I don't think that he won that though.
It say he settled.
Because we don't know what the disclosed amount was. His lawsuit was that he felt like he should have got equity in Ciroc, but he was only being paid for marketing.
Yeah, I don't know if he actually. Yeah, we're never gonna know if he won that. They're not gonna
Yeah.
release it. But to me,
I think that when stuff like this starts happening, I think that he pissed the wrong people off.
yep, that's what
Listen,
happened.
to deploy this amount of resources, the way that they're deploying the resources,
Hmm.
look, bro, we got a fucking migrant crisis. We know that migrants is flying fucking free back and forth across the United States of America. We know that people are basically being trafficked during this migrant crisis in other
Hmm.
countries that they're doing pay to play to get over here. The literal federal government knows these things. But we sitting here having a fucking conversation about Diddy.
Yeah,
Diddy.
yeah,
Man, you can't tell me. There's no way that anybody can sit here and convince me that the federal government is more concerned with whether or not Diddy having freak offs than the fucking shit that we see happening in our society that they should be more concerned with. They're deploying resources for fucking Diddy.
yeah.
You can't tell me that he didn't piss somebody off or he didn't talk the wrong way or slap the wrong person or
Somebody,
go after the wrong thing.
somebody
And
lies.
that's the conspiracy person in me. That's the conspiracy person in me that's saying this. You can't sit here and tell me that fucking Cassie spearheaded a whole fucking investigation where they come on, get out of here with that shit. No way, bro. No fucking way. I'm not going for it.
Yeah, I said it when it happened. I was like, Diddy done overstepped his bounds, and
He
it's gonna be a
did. I think that he
bullshit.
overstepped his boundaries. I absolutely
Yeah,
believe so, bro.
you know, I mean, because you got to think about this, man. Diddy didn't put hands on Drake. He didn't put hands on so many record executives, and ain't nothing happened. Ain't nothing happened. He didn't put hands on people. Nothing happened. Everybody was cool with him putting hands on folks. And the minute that he says, like, hey, this is racism, what y'all was doing. Y'all had me doing all this shit for Ciroc, and y'all did not give two fucks about me. And y'all
Facts.
had this shit. And now all of a sudden, all this shit coming out. Yeah, right.
Man, I don't believe it, bro. I honestly don't believe it. There's no way in the world you gonna sit here and convince me that, oh my God, he just pissed off Cassie and now fucking Homeland Security is. Man, stop that shit, bro.
But
I'm
Homeland
not
Security.
going for it. I'm just not personally going for it, bro.
Yeah, it's just like it's like defamation of character to the thousandth power. Like they really trying to destroy this dude. And I said it. I said it was gonna happen. And I was just like, this dude, he think he invincible. So now they about to reduce him down to nothingness.
Yeah,
Like all
man. Yeah, bro.
that.
I'm
Because
not. I'm not going for this, bro. I'm not going for it. And listen, they brought out all the cameras. The cameras knew. The cameras knew to be there when they
yeah,
fucking kicked in the door.
yeah, that's whack.
They listen. They didn't cuff the kids and sit them on a fucking couch. The sons, the Justins, and all of them. They brought them outside in front of the cameras on purpose to be displayed. Man, you sitting here and telling me that I'm supposed to just believe the optics of what the news is presenting to me?
Yeah,
Man, I'm not going. And so now I look like now I'm the crazy one because I'm an apologist. No, I honestly just believe that it's bigger than this shit, bro. Come on, man. Bill Cosby,
yes,
Diddy, fuck. Come on, man.
yeah,
Seriously, bro?
yeah. Like
Stop
homeboy
it,
was
man.
right with Michael. Oh, homeboy was right with the Michael Jackson shit. He just want to shut the fuck up. But like, yeah, Michael Jackson, he went through the same shit. He went through the same shit. And then it had to be Macaulay Culkin's family that came out and said, yo, Michael ain't never touched Macaulay Culkin. Like he
Bro,
had
they
his
had news cameras set up. There was
yeah.
news cameras set up from every fucking station on both coasts in Miami and LA.
Oh no, that's crazy. Oh, I didn't know that all that took place.
In
I
Miami and LA, they had news crews set up. They had helicopters set up. It was people that was reporting in front of his house, the whole 9 yards. And you're sitting here telling me that I'm supposed to be believed because he had some fucking freak offs?
nah,
Because some producer didn't fucking get paid?
don't
I'm
make sense.
supposed to just by default believe that. And these motherfuckers is falling for it. It's people that's literally falling for this shit. Man, stop that shit, bro. I'm not going for it, bro.
Well,
I'm not going for it. And I know I don't say everything that's on my mind, and there's certain things that I can't say. But listen, bro, I know how that shit work. I
yep,
have friends that are producers, that are directors, that work for different TV stations. You know what I'm saying? Across the man, I called him and I was talking to him and I said, man, I was just asking questions like, how does that play off? Like, how do y'all know to already be there? And they'd be like, oh, and they tell you, oh yeah,
yeah,
they let us know that we're gonna go over here. What?
yeah.
What do you mean you already know? Come on, man. And we so gullible. We so fucking gullible that we just take whatever it is that's fed to us and we just be like, yeah. It's what they said. Man, get the fuck out of here, bro. If you look at any of these news stations, you know they all read from the same fucking script. CNN, Fox News, they all
Yep.
present the news every single day the exact same way. They read from the same script that the AP get, that NBC get. All of them have
Yep.
the same news. They have the same script. They owned by the same companies.
It's all programming.
Come
It's
on, man. Get the fuck
all
out of
program.
here. The helicopters knew. The news crews knew. All of them on both coasts. Man, get the fuck out of here with that shit, bro.
Yeah, man, we gotta wake up at some point, man, and realize like once you cross a certain line, they gonna try and destroy you, and that's all they doing with Diddy. And I don't even, I mean, it's crazy because I'm not a fan of the nigga or nothing like that.
I
But
ain't either.
you should be innocent until proven guilty. You should be innocent, man,
Over a fucking freak off. Over a freak off.
because ain't no, and there ain't no telling who really is like who else is trying to expose them because they getting exposed. Ain't no telling. Ain't no telling. But Jaguar Wright, she been saying shit about him for years, like that he gon' that he do shit like this. But that don't mean that he's doing something illegal because he being nasty. He's just not the same type of guy that I am. I don't
And
want to do
listen,
nothing.
bro, look, like I said, I don't know, man. I mean, it's almost like the more that I think about it and the more that I know, the more I don't even want to fucking know, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
The more I
That's
don't even want to know, man. Real
I ain't even
talk.
earlier. I ain't watched none of that shit where it was. I seen the headlines and I was like, oh, they really about to take him down now. And
Yeah,
and
bro.
then when you read all the shit, then when you read all the information, and then I see that you saying ain't no restrictions, like people saying he got restrictions and all the false information that's out here. Like it's just like, yo, the nigga not gonna never get no fair trial. Because he's in the eyes of the people, he's gonna always be guilty. Because
Yeah.
all the shit. Nobody's gonna give him a fair shake.
And let me preface this by saying that this is all just my opinion. I don't know anything. I'm crazy. I'm a C student. Listen, I'm just talking shit. All right. So shout out to the powers that be. Y'all keep doing what the fuck y'all want to do to Diddy. Just leave me the fuck alone.
Yeah, pretty much.
You know what I'm saying? I guess he is his time. He the fucking sacrifice to be made right now. And
Yeah, yeah,
he a good fucking sacrifice because god damn it. I don't even want to know no more, bro.
yeah. It's ugly. It's ugly. But yeah, I just wanted to say that, bro. Like people damning him, man, and they don't even know if he guilty or not, man. They just going along with what's being fed, man. We,
So sheep, bro. All fucking sheep in my opinion, bro.
yeah, bro. But go ahead, bro. I'll holler at you, man.
Thank you,
I'm just
Slimmy, man. I appreciate you for coming through, bro.
glad you standing on the side of truth, though, man. Like until proven guilty, man.
And
Like
I
we
don't
can't.
and see, I don't even know. All I'm saying is, why are we not asking questions? Why do we just
Yeah,
automatically jump to conclusions and say, well, this is it? Like
yeah.
how come we don't be like, well, why did this happen? And how does this correlate? And who got that footage? And how did they get there so fast? And what like how come we don't ask questions? Why do we
Yeah.
just automatically just be like, yes, yes,
Why
sir?
did why did Cassie and Lil Rod immediately go for the money? Why
Man,
wasn't
listen, bro.
why wasn't it a federal case or a case of where the nigga could go to jail or prison rather? It
Yeah.
was never. It was always a civil lawsuit. Why? It makes no sense. But yeah, bro. Keep doing the work, man.
All right, bro.
All right, bro.
And then see, people don't like it. They don't like. It's very difficult to be a free thinker in today's age because then they either gonna say that you're an apologist or they're going to say that you're contrary. But I just stand on the side of discovery and truth. I just want to know what the real truth. I want to know who the real players are. When we talk about all of these conversations in this news, and we talk about the migrant crisis, who the fuck behind these companies is making $300 million in Chicago for staffing services? Don't nobody know. Don't nobody want. We not curious. Like y'all not even a little bit curious. Like damn, who made the play? We look at the FBI or we look like at Homeland Security and we just say Homeland Security. Don't you know that it's people behind the Homeland Security that runs these organizations that make decisions on a regular basis? Who? How do they pick and choose? Okay, listen, go fucking chase Diddy. Don't chase trafficking with the migrant crisis. Who makes that decision? Y'all don't even be a little bit curious? I'm gonna read the super chat shortly. Not even a little bit, just a little teeny bit. D, what's going on, D?
Hey, love, how you doing?
What's up, baby girl?
I can hear your frustration, and I'm frustrated too because I think that one of the issues with our people is that, and it's not even just black people, it's just people in general. that we are just so gullible. And as far as I'm concerned, I don't believe that this has anything to do with Diddy personally. Like, I think it's all a smokescreen. There is something going on behind the scenes. The same way when the whole George Floyd thing was going on, and at the same time, they was out there voting to get rid of the rights to abortion. I don't agree
Yeah,
with the rights to abortion, but yet nobody knew that that was going on. But then after the George Floyd thing, then the next week they come and say, "Oh, by the way, all the rights have been taken away, and we have reversed Roe versus Wade and blah blah blah." And it was like, when did this happen? What are you
yeah,
talking about?
yeah.
It was a whole smokescreen for something else that was going on behind the scenes. And I think that this is a huge smokescreen. It's way too big. It's way too big for something that he did that was so simple and so
Listen,
stupid.
do you
Yes.
think that Homeland Security give a fuck about Mark Curry and
It,
and fucking
why
Mace?
is
Mike, and
Homeland
I love
Security
Mace. I love
involved?
Mace. I
Why?
love Cameron. I love
Oh
them
my God.
all. But for some
Why is
reason, I
Homeland
just don't think
Security
that
involved
Homeland
at all?
Security give a fuck about Cassie Mace, Craig Mack, and fucking
Mm-mm.
Mary J. Blige. I don't. That shit
Why is
don't
the
make sense to me.
government
It don't make
why is
sense to
a
me.
government why is a government entity involved at all, like Homeland Security? We're not talking about, oh, the feds. We're not talking about SWAT. We're not talking about, you know what I'm saying, LAPD, Miami PD. We're talking about Homeland Security. We're talking about people that are out here trying to see if terrorists are, you know what I'm saying, like
Yeah.
crazy real stuff. Like, they don't normally be looking into this domestic. Why are they in domestic type stuff? There's something else going on here behind the scenes that I don't think has anything to do with Diddy. I think that this whole Diddy thing is a smoke screen so that we can be focused on the left hand while the right hand do what they gonna do. That's just how I feel. I could care less if Diddy is guilty or not. Which most of us should really care less, and we should really be asking questions. And that is why I call, because I agree with you so wholeheartedly that
Yeah.
nobody's asking the questions. Why is this such a
I don't
big
even want to
deal?
ask the questions. I just went down a rabbit hole because of this stupid ass debate. But I genuinely don't even want to ask no questions. I just want to live in my little bubble and act like I don't know nothing. I don't know shit. I'm a C student. I'm chilling.
I mean, right? Because there's just more going on. I agree with you. The answer, your question is there something more to the Diddy case? Yes, there is a whole lot more to the Diddy case, and we are not gonna find out until we find out. And
Even
when we
even
do,
if
we're
you
gonna
think
be
about
ready.
like if you think about Epstein, right? Like people not like trying to find out why the cameras just so happened to cut off when he decided to allegedly off himself. Like
Nobody
that,
asked
don't
questions.
nobody be ain't no, everybody just forgot and they just like, yeah, you know what? Like why certain lists is still redacted. Fuck man.
Because the powers that be are the ones who are behind all this foolishness in the first place. The Epstein thing, again,
But I don't even
smoke
want to mention that dude's name no more, man.
again, smoke screens. But I just think that this is a whole farce, and I think that it's foolishness and it's craziness, and I think that everybody is just falling into this hole, like you said, the rabbit hole. Everybody is just falling into this hole, and the hole runs deep, and you keep going and going and going and trying to figure out all this Diddy stuff, while on the other side of that coin, there's something else going on, and nobody's asking questions, and nobody's trying to figure anything out. They just want to say that because I don't like him, he's guilty or whatever, whatever. I could care less about Diddy. Diddy is not important of the things that's going on in the world right now today.
Right.
Diddy is not important. Like, our country is damn near on fire, and we are sitting here debating over Diddy. Are you serious right now? I mean, just like, we are going down such a deep ass pit as an American country. We are going down a deep ass pit,
Yeah. You know,
and we're
somebody
talking about
said
this.
somebody in the chat, it was a woman. She says, "Get your souls right. The wicked time is up. Your truth." No, I think that you're wrong, ma'am. Respectfully, her name is. Let me pull it up. Miss Bella. Shout out to Miss Bella. I think that you're wrong. And the reason that I believe that you're wrong is I think that we don't really even know who the wicked is. I think that the most wicked people are the ones that's not visible. It's not the
Mm-mm,
ones that's the influencers. It's not the optics. It's not the ones that they proclaim to be billionaires. I think that the ones that are actually wicked are not ones that you actually see as wicked. The
mm-mm,
people that's controlling the narrative, they die of old age. They're the
mm-hmm.
Henry Kissingers. They
Yep.
advise presidents. They determine policy. They're the ones
Mm-hmm.
that's controlling who's in the presidency. I
Mm-hmm.
don't believe even for 1 second that y'all even understand what wickedness truly looks like. You
Mm-mm.
haven't seen the face of wickedness.
You
And
know
so,
what?
we think that a fucking person that's having super sex and freak offs are the ones that's the true wicked ones.
Mm-hmm.
Let me shut the fuck up, man. I'm not.
Listen, I had a conversation with a friend of mine, and they were talking about Illuminati and stuff like that, right? And they were saying that Jay-Z and Beyonce and blah blah blah, all the stuff that they say. And I explained, I said, listen, I said, first of all, if it, with Illuminati being what it was supposed to be, if it were what it is or not, I don't know for sure, okay?
Mm,
But if it were, do you actually think that it would be comprised of people like Jay-Z and Beyonce? No. You're not going to know who they are. That's number one. And number two, it ain't going to be black pop artists or rap artists or whatever, whatever. Like, are you serious right now? You're telling me that, oh, yeah, Jay-Z, Illuminati. Come on. You have no idea how deep it goes. If there is an Illuminati, it's going to be people that influence the world, not a group of people, but the world. It's going to be people that have controls in the world, not people that just have influence over a small little generation of people. Are you kidding? Like, you're never going to know who they are. That's the whole premise of it in the first place. And you'll never know who they are.
yeah,
And
yeah,
they
I feel you,
certainly,
D.
they're going to be influences of the world, not
Yeah,
influences of a small group of people, but of the world. Like, these things go so much deeper than we look at it from the a surface point. We're looking at this whole Diddy thing from a surface point. Oh, he had freak offs. Oh, he did this. Oh, he did that. He must be guilty. Blah blah blah. We're not even looking at all the things. If you're gonna have an actual raid, any other raid that goes on, we don't find out about it until after the raid has happened and it's all in the dark, and then the cameras show up. How you
yeah,
get there and you saw the whole thing go down? That's not how you do a raid. You don't call and say, hey, we getting ready to raid. Like, that don't even make sense, and nobody's asking questions. It's driving me insane how we just, our eyes wide shut.
yeah. I feel you. I appreciate you, D. Thank you for coming through, babe.
All right, love.
All right, babe. I'm gonna take one more caller and then I'm gonna read the super chats. Josh, what up, Josh?
What's up? What's up, man? Can you see me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. What's happening, big dog?
Man, what's going on, man? The last caller said something real that really hit me when she hit that eyes wide shut. Them freak offs been happening. They've been happening for hundreds of years. You remember the movie Eyes Wide Shut?
Mm-mm. I never watched
Oh,
it.
man, go watch it, bro. Go watch it. It'll blow your mind. So Tom Cruise and I think that's Nicole Kidman or whoever his wife was at the time. So Tom Cruise is a very well-to-do doctor, and he has a bunch of highfalutin clients, and he's in New York,
Mm,
and he runs into a bunch of crazy stuff, and his best friend was a piano player, and his best friend tells him about this party that he plays for his very affluent people, and they really were baiting him in the whole time. So he finally gets the password. He goes to the party, and it's a big freak off. It's a masquerade ball. You know, it's drugs everywhere, it's women everywhere, yada yada yada.
Mm-hmm.
And they knew that Tom Cruise wasn't supposed to be there. They knew it even by the way his mask was different. So they made him take off the mask, and they were like, "Hey, if you expose us, we'll expose you. We'll ruin you. You know, this is not. You know, we're not who you want to mess with." So even though Tom Cruise was warned, he goes back. He keeps trying to figure out who the people were. It's a prostitute that saves him. So you know, even in the movie, they hide prostitutes and stuff, and these people are like the 1% of the 1%. It's a real good movie. I think it's one of the reasons why they killed Stanley Kubrick. Amazing movie. You should go watch it. It's a real eye thinker.
Now, I don't want to
And
watch no
I'm
more
with
movies.
you.
I want to be ignorant as fuck. Like I just want to be.
Nah, bro.
I don't want
You
to know
gotta watch
nothing.
it
I want to be surface level.
because the thing is, Ton, they put it in your face before they do it, so you can be complicit and complying
Nope.
with it.
I don't want to know. I'm
So
out.
that's the crazy thing. So um, and my thing is, I was looking at the lead attorney, and when
Shout
he
out
was
to the
going through the
lead. That's my
paperwork,
guy.
man, respect to the lead attorney, man. And what got me was how they're saying in the allegations, sex worker 1, sex worker 3, 12, whatever. So my thing is, if he's being accused of these things, I'm not here to fight for his innocence. I'm not saying, you know, he's a good man, he's bad. I'm not here to say that, but I'm saying I just find it very suspicious. If these women are prostitutes, how are the allegations that he's forcing sexual acts on prostitutes? I, in my comeuppance, when you a prostitute, you are paid to do those type of acts. So how are you forcing the acts that you paid the people to do? I'm I'm lost.
Listen, man. Um, I'm not commenting anymore. I'm done. I'm being.
And I got one more thing to say, Ton. I don't know if you remember, but we were talking about cars the other day when I disagreed with you in the lecture car. I'm riding this Tesla X right now, man, and I'm loving this motherfucker, man. I had an SF90 that I bought
Yeah.
off one of my customers, and the only thing I hate, I was able to charge the SF90 outside my house, but I don't know what's up with this Tesla. It wouldn't take the plug, so I had to go to a charging station. Man,
They
but
give
I'm
you a plug.
riding
They
around
give
this
you a
thing.
plug to go inside of the Tesla.
Hold on, can I turn this camera around?
They give
Dang, I
you a
don't.
plug to go with it, and they give you the adapters.
Yeah, I had the adapters and all that, but I'm saying when I plugged it up, it wouldn't take the charge, so I had to go to a charging station. But like I said, man,
I don't know why.
I
Rita's used to take it all day long. Which I don't have a Tesla anymore. I got the Cybertruck. Um, Order just came through. I don't know if I'm gonna take it though. Damn, it's on the other phone. Hold on. Yeah, I just got my allocation for my Founders Edition of this. Oh, he hung up by mistake. He went to turn the phone around and he hung up. Yeah, man, I'm chilling, bro. I'm chilling. I'm staying out of it. My name is Bennett, and I ain't in it. But good conversation. Good conversation. I'm glad that y'all enjoying this. Listen, I'll be looking to talk about a bunch of stuff. And then I open up the phone lines and then it just go left from there. I open up the phone lines and it goes left from there. So listen, it's 1:30 in the morning Eastern here, and I got to do the Millionaire Morning Show. What do you mean I ain't getting a Cybertruck till 2027? I already got my allocation. I got my allocation already. If I want it, I can get it. I can get it within the next couple days. I don't know what you're talking about. I was one of the first ones on the list. Matter of fact, here, let me help you out, big dog. I hope you to see something. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna help you, big dog. Don't worry. I got you. I got you. I don't know what y'all talking about. I don't know what y'all talking about. don't know what y'all talking about, bro. Listen, man. Remove. Close. He said Tesla said they sold they sold out. They sold out, big dog. Oh yeah, that's interesting. Cause they emailed me and they said that I already got mine available. That's interesting. What'd that say? Complete your tasks. I'm carving up my order number. Complete your tasks to avoid delays in delivery. Does it not? Continue. Documents. What does that say? So I don't know what you're talking about. My stuff comes straight from the manufacturer. I already got my allocation. Y'all on some other shit. Like, I don't know what y'all looking at. I don't know who y'all through. But I'm different, big dog. This ain't that. This ain't no. I don't know what y'all talking about. I already got my allocation, bro. I already got my allocation, big dog. It's different for me. I'm not a regular dude. We in a whole nother ball game, bro. It's a whole nother lane that we got happening over here. Ain't nobody waiting for no allocation. Allocation? What? 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 Allocation? What you talking about? Nobody waiting on no allocation, big dog. ain't nobody ain't nobody waiting on no allocation. Well, I got my vehicle details already. Founder edition, boy. Look, my junk was already ordered officially. It was officially ordered. See that? Founder edition, boy. February 26th. Manage order. Vehicle details. I already got mine, dog. So complete your task to avoid delivery. I already got my allocation. Nah, I ordered mine when it first came out, bro. When it first came out is when I ordered mine. So mine is a little different. So we different. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not in a position to avoid delays in delivery. I'm a little different. Um, let me read the super chats. Give me a second. I don't know where he talking about where he said that Tesla ran out of trucks. Somebody said true or not, you cannot afford it. So it's true or not, you can afford. Oh, true or not, you can afford it. I was about to, you know me. I was just about to go over to the. I was just about to go over to the apps real quick to go to finance. You know, I have no problem showing receipts. So, yeah. Let me read some of the super chats. Real quick. Real quick. Yeah. Leland Brown. Shout out to Leland Brown. Says perception is king. Only a man with strong character can navigate around perceived notions, establish your own principles, and defend yourself against lies. Shout out to Leland Brown. This caller sounds acoustic, says Messy. Lord Commander says it sounds to me like trafficking is being defined as flying a 304 out, she getting smashed, and then revoke consent 10 years later to get some money. That sounds more realistic. They love to see a king fall, makes them feel good. Talk to him. Leland also says, I'm on that same frequency I don't trust, and my circle is small because of dudes like this. He's standing on make-believe, hearsay, and convicting a man based on it. Brothers, wake up and be aware how you move and who you move with. Man, I don't trust nobody at this point, bro. Thank you, my friend, for holding me down. Carl Oakley says, if it were the local police, I'd say your points are valid, AD, but we're talking feds. It may not be anything sexual, but there's something there with Diddy. Maybe you're right. And when we get more evidence, then I'll reserve the right to change my mind. Is this a man-only conversation? Absolutely not. Never is, Lisa. Seen I have my girl D up here. He sold his Revolt shares today to an anonymous buyer, but it's still black owned, OG. Fahim Jackson says Diddy seems to have proclivities that can open him up to litigation. It's all good when everyone is a willing participant, but people use that as fodder at a later date. It's wrong, yet people do it. Fair point. Young Reckless says every time something happens in the world, wars, COVID, failing economies, etc., they take down a celebrity so they will distract us from what's really going on. I agree with that. Ray says it's all deception. They want everyone to look somewhere else while they do their dirt. And we fall for it every time. We fall for it every single time. Every time we fall for it. So, yeah, man. Yeah, Jawan Hart says, is that a chest? I see Anton been hitting the gym. Y'all got jokes now, huh? Y'all got jokes. It's all right. I'm going to just stay in the gym. And when you see me, you just going to see me. Anyways, listen, I thought that this was a good show. I love it when you guys interact with me, especially in the chat. And I also love it when you guys interact with me in the phone calls because I think that it makes for a much more entertaining show. I always plan to talk about a little bit more and have different conversations. But I think that this is organic, and I like for it to be organic. And we just go with the flow. We go with whatever it is that's happening on a platform. All right, chat is fire. I love y'all, chat. I rock with y'all. Y'all absolutely awesome. Thank y'all. Millionaire Morning Show in the morning. We getting that popping, and we back at it. Oh my God, your car. Not Black is back. What's wrong with you, big dog? What's wrong with you, bro? Let me show you, bro. Listen. I don't know if I can show you this. See that? All of my, bro, listen, okay? I'm not going to go into details. I'm trying to be a little bit more private. I don't want to go into all of the different stuff that's happening. Let's just stop. Stop it. I'm trying to live my life a little bit more in private. I'm not trying to show all of my cars anymore. I'm not trying to show what my lifestyle is in every single way. I'm trying to have a level of privacy. Stop forcing me to show receipts. It's not about what I'm capable of. I'm telling you. I'm showing you right here. It ain't about capability. I'm telling you that it's real. Anyways, I don't know, man. Enos says, appreciate the channel, bro. Big sis put me on. Shout out to Big sis. She's 28. I always hear her say you're handsome. You're a handsome man. Ooh, who is your sister? No, I'm just playing. And would love to meet you. What's your email? antondaniels413@gmail.com. antondaniels413@gmail.com. All right. Shout out to you. antondaniels413@gmail.com. Shout out to you. If you need to email me, holla at me. And again, I'm trying to chill at this point. I ain't trying to show everything that I buy. I'm learning. I'm learning, y'all. I'm learning. So, anyways, listen. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I'm gonna see y'all for the Millionaire Morning Show. Yeah, man. Yeah, we're gonna get to it. Thank y'all for tuning in tonight. I love this channel because it's authentic and it's organic, and we can kind of do what we want to do when we want to do it. All right, I love y'all. I'm gonna holler at y'all tomorrow. See y'all. Thank y'all for holding me down and having conversations with me. Millionaire Morning Show. We back at it in the morning, y'all. Peace.